I'm glad that cheer got in just in the nick of time.
I'd say under the wire, but like on the wire. You know, like Sam Neill in Jurassic Park. Not great. Like anyone from The Wire. The electric fence. Come on, someone get with me.
He didn't get electrocuted though.
I know, he was faking it. So he was on the wire.
Yeah. See, I was like someone who played...
Crosshair, did you click that link before? Oh, wait, no, that was not the one I put in. Never mind.
Oh, no! Wait.
Shit! Aragwen.
Thank you for the sub bomb.
Wait.
Aragwen's only making me feel badly that I haven't put in the other 2 emotes yet.
Thank you so much, Aragwen. As always, incredible and generous. I wasn't sure if it said 5 ones or 51, and I was like, well, oh boy, I guess it's 5 ones. But still, like, good lord. Yay!
I have mine.
Okay.
Is that Dougal? Dougal?
That's Doodle.
That's Dougal.
Don't.
Yowza.
Liz's account getting subbed.
Whoops. Is this open somewhere, Liz?
Possibly.
I guess.
We also will give it to people who have like spent time in the channel. So
didn't know
at
that.
some point, Liz tuned in to something.
At some point. We'll never know.
Ladies and gentlemen, my pants are uncomfortably wet. I just thought you should know that.
We'll leave this one to the chat. Do your worst.
Exclamation mark. Quote ad.
Uh-huh.
So uncomfortable.
Yes.
An excellent question from the chat, John. How did that happen? Asks Kung Fu Fenris.
The bathrooms here, I guess, were being cleaned, and so therefore the sink was incredibly wet. And
John always washes his butt before his hands.
I just try to hump the sink.
Oh, what, are you going to wash your butt after your hands?
I know,
That doesn't make any
it's
sense
not
at
a
all.
Okay, that's
Monster.
interesting. The screen is on, so I can see myself
Whoops.
up there.
Is that going to bother you?
Screenception.
Is that going to bother you a lot?
Actually, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
on.
Okay,
No,
bye, Kate.
Bye, Kate. Bye, Kate.
That's true.
We don't do that.
Makes sense. We can, we'll
Bye.
be charging both of them
Click.
afterwards anyway.
Yeah, still.
Thank you.
Beanduck's battery bank is depleting. Is broke.
Now,
Beanduck's
I don't think she's here, but she might see this later on. Happy birthday, Rocky.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rocky.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay! We did it.
Thud, 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 thud.
Okay. I
Oh,
thought of
sorry,
something-
Kung Fu
I thought of
Fenris.
something incredibly
But the
rude to say,
downstairs
but I won't
dog
say
is
it.
doing great.
Getting one's rocks off?
No,
Pants.
more like instead
Getting
of
one's
blowing out your candles, you can.
Whoa! Yeah,
But-
and we're gonna call this one here.
God,
folks.
why?
Keep doing this. Every time I think I've reversed my microphone, like I feel like I somehow put it back exactly how it was.
Kate's having the old USB stick
Yep.
problem, as are we all.
Clipping? Who's clipping?
Oh God, run.
Oh, like maybe
Like
they're
you made a
making
clip of our song.
Oh.
Is it that like glorious singing?
So
for what it's
glorious.
worth, Kate, that was much better singing than I've ever had with Elizabeth alone. And that's not on you, that's on me. I don't know how to sing when I have one person doing harmony with me. It's such a tragedy. I don't understand what happened.
Speaking of harmonizing, if you ever want to feel like a good singer, sing a duet with Benjamin Warner. I tells you,
Ben the Canadian
he
on
will
Twitter?
throw
Ben of
any
Nintendo on
harmony into any song, and suddenly you're like, I sound amazing,
Wow,
but it's
I'm
just
great.
Ben. that's
Noted.
Just make
So
sure
all
that
my
he
songs
sings
are like
louder
them.
than you.
Yep.
And yep, there you go.
Yep.
Well, I noticed that we have both She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropy's Disciple in chat today. Aragwen and the Crosshair, both representing with their jade diclaves.
How big are their jade diclaves?
So big.
Bigger than yours.
I mean,
are they
literally
equal in
that
size or-
jade diclave is bigger than their entire name. Mm-hmm. Or taller than their name.
Right.
So, they've got something to look forward to.
I was thinking of the height of a name, and I was just reminded of too many cooks with the names across the people's bodies. Kill me.
Kill me. Speaking of killing me,
What?
Softly?
with your song.
There it is. Yeah. What's up? Hello.
It's whoa.
That seemed incredibly painful. Yeah? Okay.
Why did that make such a noise?
I don't know.
She like bit on the crease.
And are you chewing a cookie directly into your microphone?
Chewed in the
Okay.
folds. Sorry.
What folds?
The folds of the cookie.
Oh, my cookie folds.
Oh my god.
Megan, stop.
Well,
Yes.
first thing I'll point out is that we have a game today, which I'm very pleased with. Second thing is that you had the chance to spend experience. I don't know if any of you took us up on that said offer. So who did? So none of you are favored children today.
Hey. Hey.
Thank you, Dan. This is my Space Jam.
Space
Thank
Jam.
you. Actually, could I buy actor 4?
I mean, yes,
Okay,
if you want to.
Oh, thank God.
Phew.
We have a favored child.
Actor 4 for affecting all of those enemies?
It's like the one step below from hated enemy, but I'm like, we're
No,
gonna.
no, I think it is. I have dire enemies.
Fifth is Total
Dire
Stranger.
enemy. Nice. Sweet. Take
That's
that,
actually going to be really
Abford.
useful. I think. Yeah, I was going to say like that's
But
going to be a thing. Yow.
Well, then Kate is the favored child today. How about
And I
that?
got forgiven last week for some arbitrary reason. Because Erwin just hadn't had cheese or something.
Oh yeah.
She got a cheese delivery, if
Just
I recall correctly.
permanent favored child right here. Hacking the system.
Right here.
It's bullshit. It is.
And we love it. How are you today, John? Okay.
Concentrating.
On what? Something important.
Making sure that this game doesn't suck.
That's kind of on us too. Like a little bit. Not a ton, I guess. But
I have to drag the three of you into my backpack every goddamn week. I mean, hi.
oh, that's awkward.
I don't have breathe this week, so Scoots and Liz's are effed.
I like Scoots as a nickname. I haven't had Scoots
Scoots.
in a long time.
Well, if you like scoots, I hear that Uber is doing a scooter rental service, an electric scooter rental service launching in Montreal this summer.
Actually, though?
Yeah, they already have it in a few places in the States, but this is the first in Canada. So Scoots Magoots,
Hey.
coming soon.
Wait, I just watched a vlog where somebody did that. I forget what the name of the company.
Jump.
It could have
I
been,
think it
there's a
was
bunch of them. There's like Jared, there's like, I think one of them is like Bird. One of
Yeah,
them
but
is,
Uber is one of called
Because
Jump.
I would rent a
It
Bixie
might be
if I
Jump.
had a helmet more often. But if I knew it was a
Well,
scooter
they also
anyway like this,
encourage
I
you to wear a
would. I
helmet.
would.
Still wear a
I just
helmet.
like.
Yeah.
I would get one
Especially
if I
with
knew.
Montreal drivers.
If I had options, I would get a helmet, so I would have options. It'd be great. Hooray!
Any one of those collapsible ones.
I was at one point considering getting like an electric assist bike so that I could go back and forth from work because there's quite a big elevation between where I work and where I live, and it's about a 30-minute bike ride, which like you can totally do, but like if it was electronically assisted, then I wouldn't show up to work like bleh. So
Schwisty.
Schwitzy.
Schwitzy.
yeah. But like apparently a good one of those costs like $2,000. I'm okay.
Me?
The three of you have fortune cookies in front of you.
Yes.
What? What? Where did this come from?
I mean, Kate was also eating a fortune cookie earlier, so that kind of ruined that surprise.
That's not really
No,
a surprise. The surprise
it
is
sold it. It made you guys think that fortune cookies were donezo for
Well,
the
that's
day.
true. There you go.
Oh, I see.
Definitely.
The old shake them off your tail. Shake them and lose them.
The old two truths and a lie.
So what I'm going to ask,
Old two truths and a lie.
what I'm going to ask all of you to do is I'm going to ask you to open up your fortune cookies, and we'll see whether we can integrate your fortune into today's session.
Are good things just around the corner? Let's find out.
Okay. I have 5 fortunes.
Are they all the same though?
God, I hope not.
Yeah, I think so.
You have so many fortunes.
Oh my god, there are literally 5 in this cookie. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fantastic.
Oh, wait.
All right, let's take it from left to right.
Your mentality is alert, practical, and analytical.
Nope.
Sophia?
You are never bitter, deceptive, or petty.
Nope.
Okay. How about this one? You have an active mind and a keen imagination.
Well, these fortunes suck.
What did yours say from before, John?
Can we work yours in at least?
You have eaten an
Now is the time to try something new. Goodbye.
Oh,
I mean, after I'd eaten all of the dumplings and not shared them, I opened up my other fortune cookie and it was like, sharing is caring. And I had it twice to really
To really just like drive home the fact that those dumplings are currently making their way to like you
There we
and
go.
no one else.
tummy heaven.
Erwin, what does your fortune cookie say? Because if it's a better fortune,
We go with that.
we're going with that.
We ride together, we die together.
We eat pie
Fortune
together.
cookies for life.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
We use non-food safe ink in our fortunes.
I like Neon Deflector's fortunes.
I like misfortune cookies. They're the best. Things that
Whoa.
Cast your fears aside. Believe in yourself.
I believe in the me that believes in you, because I believe in you.
I believed in Harvey Dent.
Yours is the drill that will pierce the heavens.
Yes.
Are you saying screw the heavens?
Yep.
I thought it was the
With your drill.
meteor of the heavens or something.
Oh, please. We're way past that storyline.
True.
Totally. We haven't
Oh,
gone
Kung
back
Fu
to
Fenris
ever.
found one. Do you just have fortune cookies?
Life is to you a dashing and bold adventure.
Boring. I'm gonna go out and fight a bear. Whatever.
I don't know if I'd call any of the three of you dashing.
Dare you?
Excuse me. Zeron and I are very close friends, and he's quite dashing.
Oh,
so,
I see. When you're friends with somebody, it just rubs off.
yeah. That's how Braum got all of his personality, by spending time with other people.
Well, we do have
Nice.
we do have a bunch of things to go through, but one of them is that we have to figure out what the hell happened last session to all of you chumps and chumpettes.
Can I be a chumpette?
Yes.
Sounds awesome. Sounds fucking awesome.
Trumpets.
Well, I mean, first things first, Porrig came over to the Spark to interview Talus about his conversion. Miracle. Undaunting. De-daunting. Let's go with that. We spied on that conversation. What did I want to say here? Yeah, Talus obviously sort of explained the situation. His journey involved coming to terms with who he is. When asked about seeing whether he wanted to see Arcadia again, he paused. He paused and then said no. Just saying, he paused. The three of us were then interviewed in turn. I don't know if anyone wants to contribute anything to those interviews.
We swore an oath to say we'd tell the truth, and
None of us lied.
yeah,
That we know
we
of.
agreed to basically take semi-responsibility for Talus because we're breaking the rules as far as, not hauling him off to be tested forever.
Right. Speaking of which, we need to get back to the Spark ASAP. Anyway.
But yeah, he wants to make a life here with Sister.
Aw.
He wants to support a genius. Those are things that he said.
And then the three of us went out on, you could call them dates.
Errands.
Yeah. Say errands? Braum went on a friend date with Zeron. It was great. They went to the pub and they talked about, Braum wanted to talk about the deep dreaming, but Zeron was talking about how much fun he had at Beltane and how it was awesome to talk with Sophia, and Braum didn't get it. It was great. After Zeron left, Braum stayed behind at Hurley's with Kian, a satyr behind the bar, who all but admitted that she was flirting with him. But he stayed nonetheless. That's Braum.
Patches went to dinner with Borg. He had made some spaghetti in his motel room.
Ouch.
After Patches grilling him a little for information, they went off and went go-karting. And eventually Park got summoned off to Memphis for his work, so she sent him off.
And how was that date overall?
A little underwhelming.
Ooh, a little underwhelming.
Being asked out to dinner after, being casual for a while and being like, oh, okay. And getting slightly burnt food in a motel is maybe not quite what Patches was expecting.
She's tasted the good life.
She has.
Never mind.
Is that, I was going to say, is that what we're calling it now?
That morning, she had, woken
Doing
up
bumps
to
off the
breakfast in
Duke's
bed.
ass.
She'd woken up to breakfast in bed. Yeah.
That's pretty fabulous.
Starting to live like Sophia. Nice.
Speaking of,
Sophia was doing bumps off the Duke's ass.
Who hasn't?
that's a good point.
I'd like that sort of like at court. Just could everyone here please stand up? Anyone here who hasn't done rails off the Duke's hindquarters, please sit down. No, nobody.
What if I've railed the Duke's hindquarters?
Oh my God.
Take that woman into custody. Go shit, right?
Zeron
yeah.
invited Sophia to an art exhibit, to an art installation. And while they were there, he said that he had a really great time at Beltane and basically said that he would be interested in seeing where a relationship might lead if Sophia was down. Sophia said she needed some time because she had just gotten out of something. And on her way back to the Spark, she passed Incisor. And as soon as she passed Incisor, suddenly she heard like twisting and metal twisting and electrical things go boom. So we don't know what happened there, but
Could have been anything.
Oh yeah, and it was revealed that Zeron knows Kronos, so.
That was definitely Kate's takeaway from last session. I know.
Definitely.
I watched you take a note. I was
Kate's like
"Oh,
fucking Batman. She's like, note, Zeron is aware of Kronos.
where did that become?
He had a flower bloom and then unclose and open again.
I suppose so.
It's specifically because I've been wanting Kronos, but it's basically something that she hold very closely and don't share.
For now. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I let you take out the Duchess. You owe me one.
Oh.
We'll see.
Wait.
I didn't think we were doing that.
I mean, I saved your life.
I mean, I gave you my sidearm and you killed her with my sidearm, so it's basically on my head if anyone wants to deal with it. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let's do this in game.
There is a bet today, folks. Which player is going to get an exceptional success first?
Oh.
Remember that an exceptional success is 5 successes or more on a single roll.
I know where I would.
It depends whether the dice luck is situational to the building and that. Yeah.
Yeah, is it rotating around this table or just our group?
Yeah, it's true.
Wow, good job, everybody.
I mean, people have some modes.
You're one, Liz?
I have no
I
idea.
think you are.
Yes.
I would. Yeah, that makes sense.
Depends on what I'm rolling though. Sophia has some great dice pools and some not great dice pools.
All right, Sophia. Give me a strength law roll.
I actually have 1 dot in law.
Damn it, I was trying to find
Isn't
like
that crazy?
a good little low pool for you.
I would be rolling 3, so probably wouldn't get an exceptional success.
No,
level.
that seems.
Are we allowed to use willpower? Like, if you use willpower in the roll?
That counts as an
that can
exceptional
count?
success.
Cool.
It's if you get 5 successes in a single roll or more, but any extra successes that you would get from other things do apply to it.
Nice.
So, you know. So far, that means that everybody, like, we have ourselves a race. Everybody except for no one has an option. I think people are thinking.
Yes, weirdness. No one's got an option
Time
now.
to not roll ever.
I think people are probably hedging on Sophia because of the perception empathy rolls that she. tends to
That is a
make.
good pool.
But
Rocky is here.
Rocky's here. Rocky's here. Rocky's here. Rocky's here.
Take some wooden pickles.
Wooden pickles. Wooden pickles. Wooden pickles.
Woken pickles.
Woke pickles.
I'm sorry. Exclamation mark wallet. I like it. Yay,
Welcome, Rocky. Happy birthday.
Nice.
In front of me is a wireless keyboard and mouse. Normally these things are considered useful because you don't have any cords trailing from them. It makes them look neat. The appearance is fine. We use them also because it means we can move them around the studio. But one of the things that a wireless keyboard and mouse are subject to, which some people may or may not know, is a certain amount of abuse because they are easy to pick up and throw. Tantrums are a part of games. As much as I would prefer that they wouldn't be, but we've heard stories of controllers breaking, of cords being pulled on so tightly that it will pull the entire console out of a shelf, flipping over a table, knocking a table with a game of Risk on it so that the pieces scatter across the board and therefore rendering the entire point moot. It's been known to happen. My general inclination is that if somebody throws a tantrum while I'm playing a game, if they don't immediately recognize their behavior, if they don't immediately make steps to correct it, they do not get to play. It's kind of a thing that you have to be pretty focused on, right? Especially if they're using your equipment and breaking your stuff. But in general, it's not a good idea to take an activity that's supposed to be fun, uplifting, and turn it into something that's entirely opposite just because you get angry, just because you didn't win, just because you didn't get your way. It isn't a reason to destroy, but that doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Braum,
Me?
you are still, as I imagine, in the pub that you were in before.
Second floor, at the
Yeah.
bar.
Do you remember who you were speaking to?
Kian, a young satyr.
Youngish.
Okay. Not like,
Not like 14.
yeah. Nobody said that.
Wilder.
A wilder, sure, probably, yeah.
I must be taking up a lot of your time.
Well, no, not at all. Well, all of it at this exact moment, but not unnecessarily.
When was the last time you went on an adventure for yourself? Just you. Selfish.
For myself. What would be the point of such an adventure?
When was the last time that you did something for nobody else but you? Self-care.
I take care of myself. I find I am happiest when I am tending to the things that bring me joy.
What brings you joy?
The people in my life. The smiles of strangers. The sweat from a hard-fought battle.
Doesn't look like you have many battles that last too long, that would last long enough for you to work up a sweat.
You would be surprised.
I would love to be surprised right about now.
I can't believe I'm about to be an old man in a bar, bragging about myself. But I went to the deep dreaming recently. We fought, we won, we returned. We saw the font where all glamour lives. It was incredible.
That doesn't surprise me.
That it was incredible.
You're clearly somebody who lives for that sort of thing, who lives for adventure. So of course you've seen many wonderful things.
What would you do for yourself?
I like making people happy.
As do I. We have that in common.
You save people in distress. You relieve them of their troubles. I like to give people things they didn't think they needed.
Then that is a very valuable service. If they don't know that they need it, why would they ever do that for themselves?
But what if I don't necessarily know what they need and I'm just guessing?
I would say that that would be a problem.
Why is that a problem?
How is your success rate?
It's excellent.
Well, then you must have a certain intuition.
I do. Do you want to go for a walk?
Is she suggesting anything by this?
Did you say that out loud, or?
No, I'm asking the GM if I can try to figure out if she's suggesting.
All right. Well, you can. Why don't you roll me your perception empathy?
Yay! Guys, here we go. 5 dice, 5 successes. Let's party. You have 6?
Your difficulty is 7.
7. Okay, fine. Oh no. There are no success.
Oh, if I had made it 8,
I know.
double botched.
No, it's 8. It's 8.
She wants to go for a walk. She just, maybe it's a nice crisp day outside.
All right. I'm not going far myself. Are you heading west or east?
Considering where you're from, I'm going to say that I'm heading east. West.
All right, then that takes us in the same direction.
Excellent. You can be my escort.
All right.
Patches. So you have the little tiny skaglets, running around, and Cog excitedly pointing out the various tiny little bits of AI that he's given them, none of which work terribly well. But one thing that they do seem to do, though, is that once any of them bump into your shoes or boots, they don't do that ever again.
Ooh, okay. Learning.
I thought that maybe it would be a good idea, to make sure they didn't annoy somebody too much.
Important to figure out how to program in some machine learning.
Do you do a lot of work with programming?
Not so much. I've dabbled, but I've worked more in the assembly, the physical, rather than the software side of it.
Do you prefer designing or building?
They both have their merits. I prefer to build for myself. I find trying to build someone else's design or build something for someone else adds more pressure and leads me to get more frustrated sooner.
Why would you get frustrated?
Because sometimes you can't find the exact right screwdriver for that tiny little screw that you've gotten, or it slips, or you've got something slightly out of alignment.
I don't think anything would ever slip if you were holding it.
It's very kind of you to say.
Why did I get the impression that Liz was like trying to calculate as to whether she could make that a dirty...
Oh,
Yeah.
it went there immediately in my
yeah.
head. I just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
say anything. Oh boy. I can't hide it.
We all learn, and mistakes are part of learning.
I mean,
And
is
that's
that...
what these little guys are doing. They bump into someone's foot, and then they learn not to again.
Fine. I still think that you could do it if you wanted to.
Do what?
Anything?
Any of us can. We are dreamers, and our dreams come to life. We can do anything we set our minds to.
If I leave something with you, could you make sure that it gets back to Kyoko? The Lady Kyoko?
Sure, do you not want to give it to her yourself? Okay.
He gives you an envelope. It's
Is
unmarked.
It like a letter
like
size?
yeah,
or
like a
brown manila?
standard
Okay.
normal post-sized envelope. It has no name on it, but it is sealed shut.
And is it like letter
pretty thin.
thickness? Okay.
Yeah. You can tell that there's something inside, but that's it. What?
I have my theories as to what it is, but I'm not going to say.
All right.
I want you to write down what your theory is, and if it's correct,
What do I get?
we'll all
Point
celebrate.
of experience. Aw.
I give
No,
you guys
that's- I
so
know, I
much
know, I know,
fucking
that's too much.
experience.
Sorry. That was too
We
much.
have to start cutting back.
Just kill us.
It's quite a lot of trust to leave me with a mysterious envelope.
And the little skaglets turn and then form into a formation, a flying V, as they
Oh.
come back and stop at Cog's feet.
Quack, quack, quack.
And he scoops them up. He puts them in a case that he's lined with closed cell foam. Thanks.
You know, I'm not necessarily the right person to be given an envelope.
Why?
You have trust in me, and I will keep your trust, but know that many of us have our skills and our backgrounds.
Okay. I'm not worried about what's in the envelope being seen by you.
Great.
No, I.
Okay, I'll put it.
Inside
Inside
is a gift certificate for Fabricville.
It's a very kind gift.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Go home before your parents wonder where you are.
And then when he leaves, you realize that on the back of that is a little post-it note that says, "For a new beanbag."
Money to get the beanbag cleaned. That's pretty close.
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yes!
Written in a new envelope.
I like to sit on that. Damn it.
I'm going to have to train the new one. The new one won't know my butt. Maybe we could just get along with using this one. Sophia, when you turn around, because I assume that you turn around.
I do, yes.
To see what's happening. That twisting of metal and the sounds of electrical shorting is Incisor smashing her fist into one of the traffic light control boxes. She's standing in front of another redcap who's looking down at her. He has this very kind of disdainful expression on his face, and he's got hair so long that it's just stretching, cascading down over his shoulders, right down to his hips, and it is perfectly maintained.
Nice.
As if he's just come out of a salon. He's wearing a suit jacket and pants, but it seems like, based on the fingerless gloves that he's wearing and the oversized combat boots, that this is probably more ironic than anything else.
Okay, so Incisor has smashed.
She's smashed a traffic control box. So if you ever go up to a place where there are traffic lights, you'll see that there's a box which is actually responsible for changing the lights. Sometimes they're tied to sensors that are buried into the road. This one, now the traffic lights are just straight up blinking red.
And does it seem that that was a challenge of any kind, or?
It seems like the two of them are posturing at each other, yes.
Oh. Well, I don't want to get involved in a fight between two redcaps, but I am gonna not leave either.
Okay. Are you, like, trying to be stealthy at all?
No.
Okay. You're just keeping some slight distance.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because I know what Incisor said about not getting along with other redcaps, but I don't know if having a she appear out of nowhere and stand up for her would be doing her any favors. So I'm hanging back.
I think maybe you've just had a little bit too much of the old fear come back up inside you. Maybe this isn't something that you should be taking out on poor infrastructure. The city already has too much to deal with. She doesn't say anything, but you see that her fist, which is still buried in the box, twists, and the metal that's around it, like, creaks with her. And when she pulls it out, the gauntlet that she's wearing is still sort of covered in wire and broken bits of glass and metal. And now there's a bit more in there, and she just flexes her fist a few times. I didn't come here to start any trouble. I don't even care where you go. But I will not have you to face my beautiful city like this. And then he looks up, and let's see if he notices you.
Oh my
This
god.
should not have been put away like that.
That's on me. Take it out first. It's back so nice.
All right. Well, the difficulty to see was not terribly high. For example, now you've distressed a lady in good standing. And she looks back, and there's this, like, actually, roll me perception empathy.
Okay. Is this an insightful roll, John?
No, not really.
Okay.
And it has nothing to do with desire.
Diff? Regular?
6.
That's 5.
Oh, there it is.
Yay!
Got it in 1.
Hooray!
Woo!
Ding, ding,
Congratulations,
ding, ding, ding.
everyone. Sorry,
Ding,
some
ding,
of
ding,
you.
ding, ding.
Sorry.
She is mortified that you are witnessing this, but she is covering it up. There's an intensity about her right now that is, it's not the same as like the she intensity that like I can't look directly at the incensed she, but she is definitely putting on as much swagger as she can to try to browbeat this other redcap down. Now, it wouldn't exactly be fair for you to involve the nobility in what is, honestly, a pretty petty squabble, isn't it? My lady, I'm terribly sorry about all this. I know that this city is precious to both you and me, and that we both look down on those who might be disrespectful of the way that it operates.
Don't mind me, I don't know the context.
You're lucky. It seems like she wants to give you a break. I'll see you around, kiddo. And he turns and he starts walking away in the other direction, and Sizer looks like she's just about to destroy something else. But then, knowing that you're there, she just takes a deep, deep, deep breath and then lets it out again. And then she rips the control box off the pole and just throws it onto the ground.
Incisor. Come on.
She holds up the gauntlets. You're not touching these. I wouldn't want to scrape that.
Can I take her by the elbow?
I mean, you can, whether she'll let you.
If she lets me.
Don't let it disturb your evening. It's fine. He knows not to mess with me.
I know he does. If you want to throw something, there's an alley right here. There are dumpsters. Come on.
He's not worth it. And I'm not implicating you in no crime.
It's all right. I'm not made of glass.
You don't have to be made of glass to be fragile.
Come on.
And you don't have to be fragile to be worth protecting. Just... He and I have history.
What kind of history?
He used to be my true heart.
Really? What happened?
We ain't true hearts no more.
You won't talk to me? There's so much you never told me.
Thought that's how it was.
It's not how I wanted it. What happened with you two?
He's just upset because I dumped him.
Why did you dump him?
I don't think you'd like the answer if I told you.
Try me.
Because he's a red cap.
And you didn't want to be with a red cap. Because you don't want to be a red cap.
I'm fine with who I am.
No, you're not. You've said as much to me many times. I tried to make you all right with it.
You. I'm not doing this in the street. If I cry out here, I'm gonna look like a bitch.
Come on. fun. I want to like gesture to the alley with the dumpsters.
Not in an alleyway. We can cry in a second cup. Oh, fine. If it's to milk.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to offend anybody by going into a Canadian standard like the second cup.
I'll buy you a hot chocolate.
Fine.
Good. Come on.
But we're taking it back to the Spark.
Fine.
So she accompanies you to a coffee shop, whereupon coffee or hot chocolate is procured, and then she walks back with you to the Spark, at which point then you are present.
Hello.
And then as you're walking along, you can see as you and Kian are walking
Kian.
along.
Mm-hmm.
Kian, sorry, not Kia. Kia's a car.
Perhaps she drives one.
No.
Okay.
Friends of yours.
It is actually.
Suppose that means that you want me to split?
Well, unless you're coming back to the Spark.
I wouldn't mind, but I don't want anyone to think anything improper about you.
I don't understand.
That's what you're worried about, isn't it?
Read me like a book. It is. But I don't think there's anything to feel improper about. I would like to welcome a new member to our community.
Do you know you would be an incredible flirt if you would just relax a little? I'm not going to take anything from you.
Braum, like, puts his shoulders down. Okay, how do I look?
Look,
Oh.
you look great. Take a deep breath. Deeper than that, come on.
Braum, like, stops moving and takes a long, measured breath.
Now. Nothing happened, right?
Well, no,
So then what's the problem?
there is no problem.
Do I make you uncomfortable? Because I don't need to visit the Spark today if you don't want me to.
No, you don't make me uncomfortable.
It's an awfully long time to hesitate before answering my question.
It was. I want more people to be members of our community.
Uh-huh.
I want you to join our community.
Mm-hmm.
So come to the Spark, and we'll see if we can rustle up a drink for you.
There isn't a but that comes after that statement?
Damn it, Patches.
Patches, where'd you come from?
I don't think so.
But I do make you uncomfortable.
A little bit.
Why?
Because I have someone in my life
Mm-hmm.
that looks at me in a way that reminds me of the way that you're looking at me now.
Ha-ha. You're not used to being an attractive man.
I am used to being me.
I guarantee you that there's more people than just me and whoever's lucky enough to be waiting for you back there at your freehold who look at you like this.
Okay, then.
I like you. Let's go get a drink. So, Patches, you're in the exhaust, I imagine, still, and that's when Incisor and Sophia come out of the elevator, and they are holding...
Hot chocolate.
Did you also get a hot chocolate?
I did.
Okay, so they're holding hot chocolates, and Incisor looks like strange because she's very gingerly holding her hot chocolate, except that she's also wearing weapons on her hands.
Honestly, that seems like how else would I expect Incisor to hold a coffee cup?
As soon as she gets in, she walks over, and the first thing that she does is she takes one of the pillows from the couch and puts it on a table, and then pulls off one gauntlet and then the other, and then puts them down on the pillow so as not to scratch the table underneath it, and then sits down, and she hauls this entire hot chocolate, just sucks it down, and then almost without thinking just pushes the rest of the cup in and just swallows it.
Was it good?
They're using a different wax. It's better. The fuck are you laughing at? You're not even there.
I know.
A different wax. I wonder if it's better at keeping the liquid from permeating the cup. Whether it's more environmentally friendly, maybe it allows it to be recyclable.
It doesn't taste like shit.
That's good.
We were together for approximately 2 years, I guess. 2 years and 2 days. That's how it goes.
How long ago was this?
It ended about 6 months before you started showing up around here more often.
Gotta go.
His name's Travis, by the way. Yeah, Travis. I ran into my ex-boyfriend out there. And then my lady decided to take me home.
Let me know if there's anything I can help with.
Yeah, do you know how to kill a man?
Yes.
Well, then, you know.
Do you want to kill him, Incisor?
Gonna kill a man? Yep. Okay.
How did it go from you breaking up with him because he's a red cap to you
Tried to
getting
get
so
me
angry when you see him on the street?
Tried to get me to meet some of his friends. He knows who I am. Probably the only red cap in the city who knows.
Did it bother him?
I don't think it did. But I think it bothered him that I was so distant from all the other red caps in the area. And that he eventually decided that it was important that we know each other a bit better.
That you assimilate?
I don't think it was assimilation that he was into, just more like, why didn't I ever talk to them? Why didn't I ever, hang out? He had a true heart. Why the hell wasn't this true heart hanging out with all the others? So I think it embarrassed them. Prick.
And did you end up meeting them?
Yeah. Like once or twice.
Didn't go well.
The fuck do I care about hanging out with red caps?
Some red caps can be delightful.
At this point, Braum and Seder, who you don't know.
Who the fuck are you? I say that in character.
Hi, who is this?
Hi, Sophia.
Good evening.
Good evening, all. I'd like to present to you all Kian, who I believe has not yet been here to the Spark.
No, I haven't. Hello. I'm Kian, and she drops a curtsy for you that's 7 parts genuine and 3 parts like. Not, I wouldn't say sassy sassy's probably a little too harsh of a term, but it's definitely like a genuine curtsy. But there's this sort of like ironic, like, yeah, I'm curtsying you. I know you're not expecting it.
I like the 7-to-3 ratio. It's like excellent. It's like not quite double. It's like slightly. Anyway, I love it.
What brings you to the Spark this evening?
Oh, Sir Braum here said that he would find me a drink.
I did. I thought Claude might be serving people up.
No, Claude's not serving anybody here. And then Incisor just gives her the once-over, just like, and Kian's just like a tiny bit like, but when she shrugs and just is like, fuck it, and turns back to these two, Kian relaxes a little bit.
I've like backed out of this conversation because it doesn't seem like mine at all.
Can be. Everyone's
She's directly
welcome.
telling the two of you, though.
Okay,
Like, she is
if
looking
she's
at you.
specifically including me, then I'll stay.
So when she's saying she is looking
Okay.
back and forth,
Okay.
it's not like, I'm only looking at you with a fuck you doing here. And here is it going on, fuck you.
I would expect
Knock
it.
a prick. Go fuck a tool.
Oh my god.
I'll prick you with my fucking tool.
Oh my god. Patches, yes.
All right, tell me about your ex-bae.
Call him a bae again. And I'll puke from embarrassment and die. But not before I haunt you for the rest of your life.
Sweet.
I don't see Claude at exactly this moment, so Kian, would you like to see outside?
Sure, I'll go outside.
Go over and open the door and like motion her out.
What are these yurts for?
Well, we actually just had built. It was a really fun night. It was a really good time.
So yeah, he wanted me to hang out with more red caps, and I wanted him to go fuck himself. It's a tale sold as time.
So you ended it,
Yeah.
and things are unpleasant when you see each other now.
I certainly feel unpleasant. I fucked up a traffic light.
She did.
So, like, you feel unpleasant because, like, guilt over breaking up with him? Unpleasant because you just hate his face? Like, there must have been something more going on. than
He
just
keeps
him
treating me
wanting
like
to
some
meet
kind of
red caps.
fucking charity case, like something like I'm busted and I need to be fixed. Keeps checking in to make sure that I'm okay, that to reassure me that nothing's wrong. Fucking prick.
I'm sure that's exactly Sophia's definition of a fucking prick.
Is it possible that his intentions are genuine? That he cares about you?
Yeah, and I genuinely fucked up that control box.
You did.
I don't want his fucking pity. I don't want anybody's fucking pity.
Pity or empathy?
What's the difference?
You float 6 inches up into the air.
I grow wings.
Oh, Jesus, not again.
Empathy is understanding what someone's feeling or trying to. Pity is just feeling better than them.
Do you think he feels better than you?
I mean, do you want the real answer? Do you want the answer that I'm desperate to give you?
I want the real answer.
I don't know how he feels because every time he opens his mouth, I just want to fucking put my fist into it.
Into a traffic
Then do
light.
it.
Last time I checked, people didn't really look too kindly upon my destroying someone else's life just because I don't want to be their girlfriend no more.
Maybe you just need to duke it out.
Why are you going to loan him out?
I don't think that is necessarily the right course of action. I would try maybe talking to him when he talks to you. I noticed your fist was so deep into that traffic control that he was doing all the talking. It was rather one-sided. You might try conversing just to see what happens.
Jesus, oh my God. Oh, God. Jesus.
Hello?
Yes, hello, this is Braum.
Yeah. I've got some advice given to me that I should converse with you. So, hi. Mm-hmm. 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 Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'd like that. Sure, we could do that. I got a better idea. Yeah, no, there's this place. It's a club. It's on the rooftop of one of the buildings downtown. It's got a big searchlight around it. You've seen it, right? It goes around and around. We could go up there, for old time's sake, grab a couple of drinks. I'll sit down and watch as you jump off the fucking edge. And while you're screaming and on your way down, I'll listen and maybe I'll finally get some peace. I won't hear the thump, but I'll know it happened.
Constructive.
Feel better?
No.
Didn't think so.
Probably shouldn't have spoken to the Pope like that.
Do whatever you want, Incisor. It's your business.
Hey, look. Sorry if I spoiled your evening.
You didn't. It was nice to see you.
You know what the real problem is? He's like a really good cook.
What does he make?
Like nothing fancy. Like Claude finds ways to make things fancy, which is why I insisted that he starts picking up McDonald's, because I'm not eating any fancy shit when I'm hungover, which honestly is not often. It's hard to get anyway. So he just knows, right? You ever want eggs that are so fucking greasy and buttery that it's just everywhere inside, sticking to you. And then he makes this bacon, except he makes it so that it's crispy, but not too crispy. So when you bite into it, it maintains some shape. It doesn't just snap off in your hands, but it tastes like bacon. It's what bacon's supposed to taste like. Instead of this fucking weirdo turkey vegan strips of weird ass nitrate shit. And then for dinner, this one time he made me this taco, right? Except it's not like those fancy ass tacos that you see now. It's just fucking corn shell and some ground beef in there and some store-bought salsa, but he did it in such a way that was just fucking perfect. I ate so well during those 2 years.
I should tell him to open a restaurant so he could still eat his cooking.
I could tell him to open a vein. The fuck you laughing at?
Well, I just find the irony. No, I'm outside.
So yeah, what are these huts?
Oh, the
Yeah.
Well, it was Beltane.
She starts walking over and pulls one open. Oh, they're love shacks.
There is a little old place where people can get together, yes.
It's a nice place around here.
Last Beltane was the first that we had Patches and Lady Sophia here. Lady Sophia took it upon herself to... She's quite the party planner, so she took it upon herself to take Beltane up a step or two. And this year we were not here to plan, but things were kept more or less to design.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad that you started a tradition of the B-52s.
That's correct, yes. When we have midsummer celebrations, I think I will go as a rock lobster. Oh, come on, that was pretty funny. Did you not think so?
I'm just surprised that you're telling jokes.
I try to keep a straight face. People expect it less.
Is your lady friend around?
I am not sure. I can see if she is.
Why don't we go and you can introduce me to her, and therefore you can tell me more of these jokes without this sort of awkward, lingering, hanging around in the air.
All right.
And that's when you can hear vaguely, you could open a vein.
A vein.
She's not in a good mood, is she?
No. That said, I am not quite sure the last time I saw her in a particularly positive mood either.
Maybe she could use some help. Isn't that what you do? Dashing hero?
If I am being honest with you, Kian, and you are probably the first person I have ever told, I have been trying to get closer to Incisor ever since I got here. I want to help her. I want us to be friends. I want us to be warriors together. She is not interested.
I am not a warrior. I don't think I'd know what the first thing to do if I ever had to fight.
Oh, Incisor. I've been wanted Incisor and I to be warriors together. Not that there's anything wrong with you wanting to be
I
warriors.
was just curious if that's how that's who you made friends with, were just warriors.
Oh, no. But don't we all have a fighting spirit inside?
I have a flight spirit inside me.
You want to leave?
Well, if a fight breaks out, then I can fly away.
Ah, I see. Now there will be no fights here tonight.
Should we keep the door open?
Now who's the one who's nervous?
Oh, I was just thinking about my parents.
What?
You know,
Why?
whenever I had somebody
Well, look
over,
at
I'd always
myself.
have to keep the door open. You're cute when you're embarrassed.
Let's go and find the Lady Kyoko.
A lady Kyoko.
That's correct, yes.
Oh, moving on up in the world.
I do not see it that way, but I appreciate the joke all the same.
You don't? I would like to think that moving on up in the world was a great compliment to whoever you decided to hang your hat with.
I don't see her as a stepping stone to something else.
That's fair. And you can introduce me to the rest of your friends, too. You know, properly instead of just their names.
We will see what Incisor's mood allows for. As I move back towards the door.
I appreciate it. He's still a red cap. He's still not going to listen. He doesn't care. So.
Do you listen? Do you care?
No. Bitch.
Then duke it out.
Do you want... Look, Sally's going to kill me if I come back here and be like, oh, yeah, no, sorry, I broke my jaw because I had to get over my boyfriend. Isn't that like domestic abuse or whatever?
I mean, I guess you could, be chivalrous enough to be like, hey, you, cock your first punch so that he has enough time to react. And then duke it out rather than just,
Or maybe what we
walking
could
up from
do
behind and
is like, I could invite him
Smashing
over
his
for
head.
penance and I could just kick his ass in the octagon.
do it.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure to
Think
whom
he'll
we are
listen?
referring, but that sounds
Yeah.
like a great idea.
Fight it out.
Yeah, and then I could rip his leg off and beat him to death with it, and then it's legal.
Yeah.
Wait,
You could.
I'm actually not sure what the ruling is in penance in that regard.
Oh. Anyway, it's good to know that I got friends. And she stands up and she lifts the gauntlets up. She's treating them with a certain amount of reverence. Like, they're important to her. Patches, you can roll me your perception crafts.
Patches.
God damn it.
The Horn of Gon.
1, 2, 3.
Under calls
4
for aid.
successes.
How many?
4.
Ah! Oh!
These gauntlets have been altered. They were not originally made for her. They were made for somebody who had bigger fists and arms. So they've been taken in.
Nice gauntlets.
They're very not nice.
Depends who you ask.
And as she leaves, I'll also point out, these gauntlets are considered red cap treasures. So, for somebody who may or may not like red caps, she's certainly
Yeah.
holding on to something that very much is tied to them.
Yeah, and clearly wasn't made for her.
Not originally.
Good night, Incisor.
You'll have to tell me about this gauntlet someday.
Sure. And then the door closes.
And then the other door opens. Yes?
Well, hello again. Do you think Claude would mind terribly if I were to just step behind the bar and pick us
I'll
up
get
all a
over
drink?
it. I'll get over it.
Lady Sophia, you won't mind either.
No, certainly not.
What can I pour everybody? I'm just gonna try to, John, I'm just gonna like stick my head through the kitchen door and then back out. I just wanna see if Claude's there.
No.
Okay. I'm trying to be weird about it.
I would love
Oh,
a Ryan Ginger.
that is a good drink. I mix one. I mix a second for myself.
I'll have a third.
I mix a third.
I will have a fourth.
I'll have a chocolate choo-choo.
Second of each, please.
Damn it. There's always something very satisfying. I worked as a bartender very briefly in the Kingdom of Apples. There's something very satisfying about someone ordering something and then influencing the world around them one by one. Ooh, yes, I'll have that. That sounds delicious. Get me one of those.
Are you Braum's friends? He's very humble, and at the same time, he's very not.
He's very frank.
How do you two know each other?
Well, we met. I was servicing him.
Oh.
Perception, socialize?
There's no socialize.
Yes.
Damn it!
Can I roll too, John?
Perception. What?
Subterfuge.
Subterfuge.
I'm gonna let the rolls go through, but I have a response to her use of the word servicing.
Yeah. She's very clearly joking.
Yeah.
All right. Phew.
Serving.
It's always a shame to me to meet a Cathane so close to home and they haven't been here before. Not that one has to, of course.
I work at a pub down on Crescent.
Nice.
Are you new to the city?
No, just... I don't know, something told me that today I should get out. See some others.
Are there other freeholds that you frequent, maybe?
Once or twice. I can't say that any of them really caught too much of my attention.
So what about Braum caught your attention?
What, are you kidding me? Look at him.
Kian, did you know me before tonight?
No?
Gwydion... Perception Kenning.
Yep.
on.
Your difficulty is going to be 5.
I really want to get this. Oh wow, I have so much Kenning. What have I been doing?
You can spend willpower if you really want, but...
Yeah, I kind of do actually.
All right. It's going to
I mean,
really...
it's diff-
It's going to really suck when the freehold comes under attack, like right after this, but, you know.
Hooray!
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Whoa!
She is
Okay,
not
it's
lying to
everything.
you.
Okay.
To her knowledge.
Sure.
Remember that it's you can only tell if somebody is lying to you, not deliberately lying to you, not if somebody is just telling you something that is incorrect.
Right. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
So tell us about yourself, Kian.
I tend bar. I really like trying to do things for people that they don't know they need. And I am trying to get myself out of my shell.
Well, we're a mixed bag here, so if you want to come out of your shell, it's probably a good place as any.
Not that long ago, I thought I heard the Spark described as a place for
Wayward souls.
the wayward souls, yes. I was going to say the leftovers of Cross's shadow, but that's
Misfits.
not quite right either.
Wow.
Kyoko comes out of the hallway that leads towards the offices.
Kyoko, I have a letter for you.
Oh, a letter.
A letter. An envelope.
It's a shame that I never learned to read anything on paper. And she opens it up and she pulls out and she looks at the gift card for Fabricville and flips it over.
Oh, what's that?
Someone who wants to remain on my good side. She tucks the gift card into her jeans.
Lady Kyoko, this is Kian,
Oh,
her first time here at the Spark.
hello, Kian. Hi. Huh.
Can I roll on this?
Ah!
This weird thing that's happening right now?
Yeah?
Kyoko, we're all having Ryan Gingers. Would you like one? Something else?
What goes into a Ryan Ginger?
I usually take it with a bit of lime. Actually, a little soda water as well. Perks it up. Pun not intended.
Is it in? Does my specialty apply?
Yeah,
Kind of,
one
yeah.
of them does.
Then 3 successes.
There's this, like, good for you.
Nice.
That she threw at Braum. Like, basically that. I think she really does know that she's having an effect on him in terms of, like, her teasing. But she's starting to realize that more and more that, like, oh, no, this is actually, like, yeah, he is that guy. Oh, okay. This isn't as fun anymore.
I've gotten myself in a bit too deep here.
You're losing a Braum. With Brauming all over the place.
So you're a do-gooder. Are you both do-gooders as well?
We do good when we can, yes.
This motley has accomplished some great things.
Are you also knights?
I'm not. She is. She's a do-gooder. I'm a get shit doner.
You're a... I'm sorry,
Get shit doner.
It is important to have one on a team.
so you wouldn't be doing good. You would be doing evil?
Definitely. Your drink is poisoned. You have 2 seconds left to live. Welcome to the Spark.
I don't. What if it
Oh
had been
no,
poisoned?
you brought a strange woman here and she died.
It must be a day ending with Y.
Classic Braum. It's a classic Braum.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
I guess this means that we have a mystery on our hands.
Yes, who is this mysterious woman and why is she in the Spark?
We need a detective, inspector, or investigator.
Detective Patches,
Detective Patches.
That's canon now.
I'll go find Shaggy. He's probably just ripping bong hits with his dog.
I was gonna say Cog. I mean, he kind of has the voice down.
I don't think Cog is ripping bong hits with anyone.
No, before the bong comment.
I see.
It's too bad. What a waste. I mean, she's a bartender, isn't she?
I look down at Kiana. She's still like pretending to be dead.
Yeah.
Nice. Yes, that's my understanding.
She could get a good upskirt angle from down there. Does she move or anything?
No. Kyoko just kind of looks down and then shrugs. So, where did you meet her?
She was tending bar at Hurley's.
And you bring home bartenders?
Well, not all the time, as you know.
I'm not sure what I know.
That strikes me as a paradoxical statement.
It's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Lady Kyoko, I asked Kian if there was... I asked Kian if there was perhaps anyone there that might require assistance. I wanted to feel good. All she said was she was looking for someone to talk to. I figured it would be a great shame to not bring someone back to the Spark who has not been here.
I wholeheartedly approve. And she picks up her own rye and ginger and just takes a sip and goes and sits down on a couch very close by, like still within conversational distance.
I am trying to get a sense, based on what she's wearing and what little conversation we've had and everything,
Of Kian's...
Kian's her age and like
What
I
she's
don't
all
know,
about.
but
She
yeah,
looks like she's
kinda
about 25 years old.
Case her.
Size
her up.
She looks like she's about 25 years
Profile.
old. She's wearing a short black skirt and black shirt, which makes sense. She did just come off of
Bartender.
shift at a
Yeah.
pub. You can roll me your perception leadership.
Yeah, Sophia's just looking up her social media profiles.
Okay, she has an Instagram.
Beyond the
She
satyr.
has a dog.
Leadership. 3 successes.
Wow.
Damn.
She might be trying a little too hard to appear in control of the situation because she may be a bit intimidated by the group of people she's with.
Good thing I know this magical revival technique, and I'm just gonna like poke her elbow and wiggle my finger.
Okay. Oh. Oh my. I saw a light.
Excellent.
And she sits up.
So, you don't need us all swarming in, but you're welcome here.
I'm not looking for a place to stay tonight.
Just for the evening.
Does anybody want to play charades?
I was thinking a game would be fun.
What?
I agree, Lady Sophia. Let us play charades.
We always talk about how we want the Spark to have more
Wow.
people. This is an opportunity to have a party when
That's
it's
right,
not even a
Patches.
festival.
Well, if Kiana's anything like me, she's gonna be running out the door.
We all look at her simultaneously, probably, or whatever.
I don't. I think I'd better go.
Twister, Monopoly, Risk, The Game of Life, Backgammon, Euchre.
Backgammon? Euchre?
Twister?
Asshole? Strip poker?
I'll play
Regular
Twister.
poker?
Saley comes in from
Oh,
the back rooms.
my God!
Get her out of here!
What are you still doing here? Ever since the storm.
And she heads over. You're all drinking the same thing?
We are. Would you like to join us in our cult?
Oh, I'd love to join into a cult. I'll definitely play Twister. Only I get to spin the wheel, though.
So you're spinning the wheel and you're not playing?
Oh, I can do both.
Ah,
I'm flexible.
right.
I don't know how fair this is, but I think it could be fun.
Well, it depends on what your definition of fair is. Why did I lose my
Take
accent?
the bottle. We're gonna take the bottle of rye, pour rye and ginger for Saley, and then top up everyone else's drink.
It's been a long time since I've played Sadie.
There we go. There we
Stop at
go.
the bottle.
Might have forgotten how she speaks.
Spit it on the counter.
Ooh,
Oh, sorry, Saley. This is your job. I stop and I hand it to Saley.
What? Sorry, you're handing what to Saley?
I like topped off everyone's drink and stoppered the bottle of rye and spun it.
Excuse me. Patches.
We're
We
playing
have a
spin the
Twister
bottle now.
game. I'm going over to the board game cabinet, which we know the Spark has.
Because you dreamed it into existence.
I roll lore. It's there.
The worst lore I've ever. Big fan, big fan.
I don't think any of you want to kiss me. Are you laying out a twister board?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Elenaria. I do.
From the back of the auditorium.
So, how is everyone, eh? Feeling limber?
No life-threatening injuries today.
And don't forget to stretch before you play Twister. I don't want to see you in my office with a pulled hamstring or...
Yes, Patches, getting ready. You going to join us?
You realize that Twister was originally made popular just because Johnny Carson played it with some starlet,
Sure.
right?
Hey, you picked a game.
It's all code names.
All the way down.
Right.
Yes, guys, we're role playing Twister right now. Just
Well,
saying.
not yet.
Not yet.
Anyways. Are you first?
Yes.
Keon, are you playing?
Of course she is.
All right. Her eyes are just like
Yeah.
going wider and wider and wider, and there's this like deer in the headlights sort of effect that's happening here.
Full-grown adults, strangers no less, who are like, play Twister with us.
This is not a regular, everyday occurrence. This is, in fact, the first occurrence of Twister.
It's a very special occasion today.
You're messing with me.
I don't
No,
know.
we would never mess with you. We'll mess with each other.
I think they're not sure how to welcome someone new when we aren't in the midst of...
A crisis.
Do you often have crises?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitively, yes.
Sir Braum ap Gwydion of the former Red Branch Knights. Lady Sophia, former regent of Concordia.
Former Red Branch Knights.
Thought the Regent of Concordia thing would be cooler, but yes.
I was saved by a Red Branch Knight.
What do you
Perhaps
mean?
we know him?
At my chrysalis.
Here.
Well, not here. I wasn't here.
Do you mind telling us about it?
Lady Kyoko and Claude are also...
Oh, absolutely. I'll do that. You realize she's just trying to get out of playing Twister with Sophia.
That is A-okay. She can do whatever she
Understand why
wants.
no one will play Twister with me.
I'll play Twister with you, Lady Sophia.
Should have brought up at Beltane. Would have been an excellent
I just
icebreaker.
thought of it.
Next year.
All right.
Right hand red. Oh, I didn't even spin the wheel. You're cheating.
You guys just keep this going and we're just going to be playing Twister casually.
Super casual aside.
I'm looking at that multicolored chart over there, and now I want someone to try to play Twister just with that.
Oh my god, I would die.
With like your fingers?
Yeah, I don't know.
Could be fun.
When I first crystallized, there was a dragon.
This may sound like a silly question, but what kind? What did they look like?
Silly, green, gold, blue, rainbow.
Green, I think.
And I like point at the dragon, the melted glass that's above our bar.
Fuck. Yeah, is it
Acid?
No, it's like a Yeah, we were presented with like a dragon scale.
Well, no, that's mine. I've kept that. 'cause
Right,
That's super
right.
powerful.
Oh, yes, right.
I ain't sharing that.
No, but this was like a
This was from when the green dragon attacked Heart's Light, and like they melted some of the stones and stuff. And it
Right.
was so yeah, that. Neat.
Well, that looks like a melted piece of stone.
We encountered a green dragon here. But tell us about your story.
The day that I crystallized, I there was a dragon, and it was circling overhead, and there were some others who decided that they would approach me, and they said that they needed to get me to safety from the dragon, because the dragon would be interested in me. And they took me into a building, and then, well, they told me that I needed to swear some oaths to them. I didn't realize what that meant at the time.
That's awful.
Well, they just said that I needed to swear that I would help serve their freehold and that they would protect me from the dragon.
But you were, Scott can't think of the right word, but you were forced into these, manipulated into them. Yeah.
Yes. It's all right. It worked out.
But you mentioned a Red Branch Knight?
Yeah. I was helped by a Red Branch Knight. He came across me. At the time, I was a student, and he was on the campus. I don't know why. And he asked me what was going on, and I told him. I said that I was serving this freehold, but that I had sworn oaths to do so. And he was going to arrest me until he realized that I was compelled to do it. And then he got them to release me from my obligations.
Do you remember his name?
He didn't tell me his name. He just said that he was a Red Branch Knight.
Do you remember what he looked like?
I couldn't forget. Short. About...
Hagen?
Yeah.
French accent? Like French accent?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Might be our barkeep. Might be Claude. He's much more than our barkeep, but if that's his most obvious role around here.
Thing is, he didn't tell me his name, and then he told me that I shouldn't... I wanted to thank him however I could. But he said that he couldn't accept anything, and that his being able to help me was the only reward that he needed. But when he said it, it just sounded so hollow. I didn't really think much of it until later. You're saying that you were a former Red Branch Knight?
Well, they were serving the king, and the king is no more, so they're in...
Right.
The organization does no longer exist.
Rebranding?
Exactly.
What is that? No, this is reformulating.
Rebranching.
Why? Well, if it wasn't for him, then I would have been...
Perhaps that has some tie.
You're saying that there aren't any Red Branch Knights anymore?
There are people who are dedicated to the idea.
Left foot yellow.
I myself am planning to petition the Queen of Concordia to allow us to...
Right, you've been saying that for like, how long?
Yeah, it's almost like we had
Left
other
hand
shit
blue.
going on.
It's true, Dr. Saley. We had more pressing things to attend to.
Just go. We've even got our travel agent back.
It's
You
true,
know he is
Braum.
more than that.
It's true. Traveling's a breeze now.
By the way, are you just trying to compete as normal, or are you trying to be like aggressive and making sure that Kyoko gets knocked over?
No, I'm just competing as
strategy.
normal.
Twister strategy, guys. Got some sweet hot takes coming in on Twister.
Kyoko tumbles.
Oh,
Yes, Undisputed Twister champion.
That's one game.
I never play again. I retire undefeated.
Keon, how was it that this man, Claude, I hope, was able to unbind you from your oaths, get you away from there?
I believe it was under the threat of force. Akin to, if you don't release her, then... ...
But you said he sounded... You said that when he told you the only payment was knowing that you were safe, that he
Having help.
didn't mean it. He didn't.
When he first encountered me, he seemed ready to go. And then, right afterwards, when he told me that it was over, he was different.
Less a creature of the dreaming?
No, not like that. Just like something had happened.
We will have to ask him about this.
Raw for red.
Is Saley playing now?
No, she's just spinning the wheel.
So now, is it just me now?
No, Kyoko's
Kyoko's back.
Done.
We're playing
back
again.
up, yeah.
It's best out of three.
Right.
And the dragon.
Never saw it again.
You may have heard by now that the hunting of dragons has been outlawed.
This is going to make me seem really stupid, but I don't really follow politics or anything like that. I just try to keep my head down and do the right thing.
That doesn't make you seem stupid.
I'm only involved because of these chuckle fucks.
Well, I didn't mean to get involved.
What did you call me?
I believe that Patches called you a chucklefuck.
I would be offended.
Noun. Definition. You.
One who chuckles as he
Well,
chuckles.
we could.
Wow.
I want to
Did
look
not
at
need that mental
Keon during that
image.
back and forth, just to see what her face does. Just to see.
Just looking back and forth from Kyoko to Braum, and there's this, like, smirk on her face. As if she's almost a little relieved that they're no longer diving into her history.
Anyway, yeah, lots of Red Branch Knights kicking around here. So, lots of.
But you have to go. You have to get this back up. If it weren't for them, I would be a criminal.
I want to make sure that it is something that
Left hand yellow.
people want to participate in. That it is something new. And that the reasons for it are correct.
Every day that passes is a day without you. I don't mean to put any pressure on you like that, but the world could sure use some heroes.
What about you, Miss Not a Warrior, Keon?
I debate philosophy as if I've just taken 2 classes in university and think I know the world. It's about the sum total of my contribution to society.
You don't draw or paint or sing. Or
No,
play.
she gives people what she knows they want, but they don't realize.
Sometimes, I mean, it's little things, right? Like, I remember this couple came in, and after about 10 minutes, the guy was sitting alone, and he looked like he had his heart ripped out, and that's probably exactly what happened. So I accidentally dropped a bucket of onion rings on him.
Oh, that doesn't seem like it would help at all.
First off,
More concrete thing to get upset over.
First off, clearly since I dumped a bucket of onion rings on him, then the onion rings should come free. Of course, he didn't order onion rings, and that didn't matter, so now he had free onion rings. But then he needed a new shirt, and I got him one from off the bar and gave it to him. And then when that was done and he was thoroughly bewildered of her, free shirts and onion rings for just having this happen from this klutz of a server, I made sure to pour his drinks a little heavy, and I called him a cab at the end of the night. Thing is, it's just like Patches. It's just like you said. He's going to have a miserable night no matter what. But I let him get focused on something else. He comes in now. A lot. He's a regular.
It can be the small things. I think that's wonderful.
I'm no hero.
I didn't say that.
I don't go to the deep dreaming and find the font from where all dreams come from.
I'm sorry I told her.
Not everybody can do that.
Left hand blue.
Not everyone has to.
Roll me your dexterity athletics.
Okay.
Oh my god. Botch. Break your hip.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
It's 3 successes.
Sorry. I don't actually want you to break your hip. I'm so sorry.
You do.
I'm so sorry. This could be very funny to see Sophia walking around in like a full body cast with like
All
elbow crushes.
right. Both of you are still comfortably in it.
Nice.
Hey, thanks for the drink. I appreciate it.
Of course. You should return sometime. The man behind this bar may be the man that rescued you. If you want to see him again.
Maybe. I think it's more whether he'd want to see me. He seemed very sad. Anyways, if you ever do get the band back together, good luck.
Thank you.
And it's been a pleasure to meet you, Lady Sophia.
She's like upside down right now.
Patches, Kyoko. Yeah, hi.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Kian. And remember, you're making a difference.
Sure.
Doing a back
And then she heads out.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Claude's wife was revealed to have been a traitor?
Left foot green.
If I recall correctly.
Maybe in saving Kian, he discovered what was going on with his wife.
That's what I'm worried about. Wouldn't want to bring up any of those memories again.
I
Why
don't
not?
know whether they're necessarily memories to be brought back up.
Roll me again. Your difficulty's now 8.
He isn't exactly a
Mercy.
singing, dancing, cheery, happy-go-lucky.
That is true.
Ooh, that is a double botch.
Whoa! Double botch!
All right. I'm going to ask you a double botch.
Yeah.
What do you think should happen with a double botch in a Twister game with Kyoko?
I don't even know.
Perhaps Kian's foot isn't quite out the door if you want to implicate her in your double botch. Maybe it is.
I don't know how I can implicate her.
Sophia explodes.
Boom.
Oh,
Oh,
they
no.
just fell off.
I love how you got the first exceptional success, but then also got a double botch.
Right? And it was in
Yay, what a
Twister.
All right, so
Does anyone in the chat have ideas? I'd be down to hear your
Kian
thoughts.
did leave before the botch
Sophia
happened.
explodes.
So
Boom.
We hear a strange ticking sound.
No, I don't think an injury is going to be worthy of a double botch. Injuries are easy to fix.
Well, Saley is right there, so it's true.
It's true.
I mean, anime style accidental tumble on top of each other. But I feel like both Kyoko and Sophia are too cool to get frazzled by it.
It's nothing they haven't seen or done before.
What do you mean done?
What?
What was the done part of that sentence referring to?
Aragorn has an idea.
Sophia accidentally puts her hand on one of Kyoko's ears, and then while she's trying to correct it, she bonks Kyoko in the face, who jerks her head back and bonks Sophia's chin. Sophia bites her tongue and can't talk right for 10 minutes. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so what's the order that happens?
So Sophia puts her hands on one of Kyoko's ears, and while she's trying to connect it, she bonks Kyoko in the face.
Sorry.
And then Kyoko jerks her head back and bonks your chin, and then you bite your tongue. Truly a dangerous game we play.
I really didn't think that anything would happen with the game of Twister. Is everyone all right? Lady Kyoko, Lady Sophia.
I'm just a little worked up.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Ow!
Some ice, Lady Sophia. I grab a tumbler and just scoop out some ice and I pass it to her.
No, you need...
I mean, I have medicine, John. I don't know.
Yeah, but Sally's right there.
That's true.
I'm not treating that.
Yeah, she ain't doing shit. I love it.
Listen, you might as well just go. Gather everyone up. Figure out what the fuck you want to do. And do it. Yeah?
You're also a get shit doner.
Well, I have a brother.
Rule the world.
My brother's very fond of saying he's going to write a novel. The next great American novel. Yeah?
Yeah.
Except he never puts any words on pages. Now, I'm a doctor. And I could say, yeah, I helped Braum live. I sewed him up real good. But if I say it and I don't do it, you die. Yeah?
I think I understand, yes.
So yeah, I'm a doer. I don't say what I'm gonna do. I just do it. Because also my patients don't exactly like it when I tell them what I'm gonna have to do in order to fix them. That being said, if you want me to have a look at that lovely tongue of yours, I could. No? You think you're gonna live? She's learning already. She starts putting away the twister.
Actions over words will also impress our new queen. I agree.
Off to see the queen?
Yes. And I would very much like my motley to come. Our. Possessive pronouns are hard sometimes. This motley.
Kyoko puts an arm around Sophia's shoulder and just whispers, Are you okay? Did it hurt? When you fell from heaven?
I want to give her a little shoulder nudge.
Okay, I don't know whether I can see this much flirting in one night. Push myself back from the bar.
Who's been flirting?
No one.
How was your night, Patches? Patches? How was your night?
My night was fine. How was yours?
It's okay.
Was it good before the tongue bite?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Patches? Did you find that your night went as you expected?
Nope.
Was that not a good thing?
Is it that you're feeling left out?
No.
I could flirt with you right now if you want. I'm sure that I could find something.
That's very kind, Kyoko. But
I'm nothing if not kind. For instance, I'm not going to kill your protege for Doing what teenagers do. In my office.
I'm not the one who left him in there.
To be fair,
She pulls the gift card out. This is very appreciated. I would rather that my office and my beanbag aren't tainted with cog fuck.
I am more than happy to make the trip to purchase a new beanbag for you, my lady. And I would purchase you a nicer one if I had any income.
Braum, you need a job.
Oh, that makes me feel good.
I agree. But now is not the time for such mundane matters. Now is the time
To
for us
have
to
our
assemble.
in-house travel agent just book you travel willy-nilly without a dime spent out of your own pocket.
Damn it, Patches! I would work if I could. Rather, let me rephrase that. I would work if anything had jumped out at me. I was hoping I would have found something by now.
Not many jobs will let you disappear for 5 months because you're underdreaming.
Speaking of, how is your work? The Grand Best Inn. Oh dear. I see.
It's honestly, it's fine. It's fine.
I cannot wait for that.
Wasn't hadn't quite factored in that much leeway, time-wise. It'll be what it'll be. You can't rush great art.
Time did get away from us a little bit, it's true. Okay.
Maybe we should just go to bed. Figure this out in the morning.
Sounds good. I'm going
Patches,
to
you
bed.
get a text.
Good night, everyone.
I was like just about to uncork the rye.
Oh, shit. I thought it was
It's-
empty.
Claude is going to be fucking furious with me.
It's
Not bad
from the
at all.
Duke,
Oh,
and it just reads,
You up.
eggplant emoji, peach emoji.
No, it just reads, "I'm up."
Yeah! Sorry, that's a much better text to receive. Like,
it just reads, I hate paperwork.
Need a hand? Question mark.
Not with the paperwork.
Night, folks. To the elevator.
Night, Patches.
Oh, I see. When we do it, it's disgusting. But when
what?
someone flirts with her, it's fine.
How do you know she was being flirted with? It was a phone, it could have been anything.
Staring at the elevator.
What? What?
Ding! Have a good night, Patches.
Sophia, you sure you don't want to tell me a story?
I'm sure Patches. Fuck you.
My. Oh my.
What the fuck is up with this drink counter right now?
Boop, boop, boop.
I know.
Scott has a theory.
I would like to send some texts as well. Zeron, Claude,
Helena?
Helena.
Okay. Oh, no.
Not
Hello,
cool. Not cool,
darkness,
guys.
my
Not cool.
friend.
Kyoko's right in front of me. Celian's dead.
Jesus.
Your squire?
Follow. I was gonna add her at the end.
Follow.
Sure you were.
Okay.
Follow la 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 la.
No one loves Reggie because he
The text reads, if you are available, meeting tomorrow morning, 10 a.m., The Spark. I'm copying and pasting the text.
BTOBS.
Do you sign them yours
The
sincerely,
kids sign
Braum?
this to say be there or be square.
Oh my.
But there are B square.
Oh yes, PITR parents in the room. R-U-N, are you naked?
Oh, gross. To Helena's, the addendum is, we will Skype you in if you are available.
She might know someone with Wayfair.
Sorry. I'm just like, bro, I'm Skyping someone in.
Like he could figure
What?
that out.
That's what Kyoko's for.
It's gonna be, Kyoko will Skype you in if possible. Anyway, that's all. Be there or be Squire. And then I'm going with Kyoko.
I'll be right there.
All right.
Is your tongue all right?
Okay. It's mostly better.
Did you have a good evening?
Yeah. Now, I'm gonna go to bed. Sorry about your ear.
They're just sensitive. It sounds very loud. Sorry about your tongue.
It's okay.
She walks over and she just gives you a hug.
Well, I, for one, don't.
Oh my god!
What?
What the fuck just happened?
Isn't that what everybody's doing?
I mean, I guess. What?
With whom?
I don't know.
Just like clapping.
Oh, yeah, we're all just having a good
Or
clap.
beating people up.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This is how you clap, right?
I think so. Yikes.
Aragorn, I'm gonna give you guys, I realize I didn't give you a chance to take a break if you need any.
But like some form of hydration. I will do
Hydration.
I feel like maybe I have to be and I don't know it.
Dio, the yarn dragon.
The Yarn Dragon.
That
that.
is,
She rebrand.
that's an excellent rebranding. Big fan.
We're like Dio the Arnie, and then suddenly.
We're not leaving because of you.
I joked about it in their
Oh, the Yarny.
I'm gonna point something out.
Yes.
Just because, first of all, I'm gonna point out that I need to reorder this
You're good.
playlist like a lot.
Yeah, you should have all the action songs together.
Well,
You know
like,
what I mean?
the thing is I can only see like 3 tracks at a time on this screen now,
Oh, yeah.
so it makes it a little
Oh,
harder.
you could like order it by.
Yeah, I just actually have to go ahead and do that, you know? Like, why do I gotta be like this? So the thing that I was gonna say
Tell us. Me. Us.
is, like, I have seen these things that people publish, these lists of acronyms and abbreviations that kids use, and like the scaremongering. Ooh.
Dio. Yay! Glad I popped in while you were on break because I
So I have to do this. Well, thank you.
Huh.
You're Fiona.
Hey, everyone's favorite house, I think. Wait
Well.
in the chat. Yeah.
And it bothers me because of the fear mongering of it. Like, sort of like the whole like jelly bracelets means like these are the sex acts that I'll
Yeah, yeah,
perform
yeah,
on
yeah.
you, and
Right. That's it. Oh, so you're saying that like having these lists kind of published maybe implies that teenagers are speaking in kind of a code that like let them have like sex when nobody's looking.
well, because no one's gonna write an article that says it turns out that teenagers text each other normal shit. They're gonna text things like you should pay attention to your teenage, because like RUN means run,
Yeah.
right? But RUN, are you naked?
Yeah, it's true. Oof.
Aragorn, that Kate look brings all of us joy
Yay.
at all times.
No,
I'm just
you're
gonna
totally
take this
in frame.
opportunity. If you guys haven't checked out Dio the Yarn Dragon's Twitch channel,
Ooh.
there's some good crafting going on there. And when there isn't crafting, there's Final Fantasy XIV. And when there isn't Final Fantasy XIV or crafting, there's Changeling. That's right. There's another Changeling campaign occasionally on that channel. Y'all need to go check that shit out.
Because we like to throw a holla to our friends. Can I say holla?
And she has a Braum head.
What? Excuse me, what? Dio? How did I not know this? See, this is the thing. I feel like I've never been up to date with other people's streams because I'm a bad person. But I need to know what that means.
Well, also, I mean, to be fair, some
sorry.
streams happen when you're at work,
Yeah.
right? Like we stream in the evenings because that's when we can. Some people stream during the day, and often we're at work.
I have 100% absolutely been like, hey, no Twitch at school, kids. I poop. Like 100% done that before. It's very funny. Sometimes Kitty lies on it. You haven't finished it yet, and you're ashamed.
No shame.
Yeah, Dio, you're a
There are
dragon
things that
made of yarn.
I've made a
Breathing
promise to
in.
myself that I have a script that I'm supposed to deliver the script for like months now, and I'm going to deliver it by the end of the week. And now that I've said it on stream, you guys can keep me accountable. If by the next time I stream Changeling, I haven't submitted a draft of this script, y'all gonna have to all do something like unsubscribe, like all of you. No, don't do that, because that's punishing those three. Do something to me.
La 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 la.
Throw rocks. Don't you live at his house?
I will never
Oh,
unsub.
that makes much more sense. No.
What are
I
you
would
implying,
never.
Scott?
What?
Are we sharing a boat?
A yurt.
All right. The fortune cookies didn't work out, so instead I'm going to offer you something else.
Yay!
Sorry.
More games.
I'm going to offer you the chance to dream.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Would you like to dream?
Like to have a dream in
Each of you are going to have a dream.
I would love to. I can't
It's going to be very brief.
Yes.
I'm just going to describe the dream to you, but that's going to be up to you. So I'm going to ask each of you to pull one die, please.
I'm using a 5-pass die. I'm gonna regret it.
And I'm going to put a number up here on my fingers. I'm going to flash it. Close your eyes. I'm going to flash the number to the chat. Okay. Okay, you can open your eyes again. I'm going to add this number to your roll, and it will also roll over.
Okay.
So if it goes past 10, it'll just go back to 1. So go ahead, please.
9.
6.
10.
Okay.
Wow. Great rolls, everybody.
Patches.
Rust.
Sorry, I'm just reading it all.
That's fine. Putting it back.
Your dream Oh no. Sneeze just died.
Oh, the worst.
Oh.
It wasn't even my fault this time.
Oh, like an aborted sneeze.
Oh, God.
I was on a 16-foot ladder today carrying a projector
Oh my god.
when I had to sneeze because there was so much dust up where the projector was. I was very worried that I was going to drop it myself.
Oh, pook.
That would be the worst. You're like,
Yeah, and it wasn't even like infinite, so it was like a
dude.
rented projector.
What's worse, not being able to stream for a couple of months or just being unable to sneeze? Because I know which
I
one it
mean,
is.
both.
Patches, your dream is a dream where you and the Duke have are sitting on a boat. You're in the middle of the ocean. You can't see land anywhere. It is sunset, and he looks at you and he says, "I think this is over." And he lifts the deck chair that you're sitting on, and he starts to throw it overboard.
Can I react?
No, it's a dream,
Just a dream.
but that's all you remember of it.
yikes.
When you wake up, the Duke is sleeping next to you. He's sleeping quite peacefully. One of his feet is crossed over his side of the bed. Are you like kicking it back?
No, it's just.
It's like, fuck you, this is my side of the bed.
He's making little deck chair flippy motions with his hands.
It's over.
At best.
Sploosh. Braum,
Yes. Yes.
you can choose who you want to dream about. One person. You also get this choice, by the way.
I'm gonna choose.
You rolled a 1. Sorry. You just had a nightmare.
That's kind of shitty. I'm gonna choose K.
Okay.
All rough.
You are in a restaurant, like a fast food restaurant, and someone tells you that you need to go and pick up some more burgers from the walk-in freezer that they have.
I'm working there. Okay.
The uniform looks incredible on you. Like, it's very tight, and it's just showing off everything it needs to show off.
Very muscle.
I'm living my fast food fantasy. Is that what you're
Yep.
implying here? I like that.
When you open the walk-in freezer, though, inside there's Kian,
Yeah.
and there's Kyoko,
Oh,
and there's Kay,
this is really bad. Okay.
and there's Claire.
And Kaylee.
Shut up. No.
Not Kelly.
Just keep adding the K's.
Just the ladies that he's pointing with me.
And then Kian just looks at them and then looks at you. Why am I here? Who's this one? And she looks at Kay.
My true heart.
She's the most important. Do the others know?
I think they can guess.
It must be hard to wear the silver and bronze medals.
I don't want them to feel that way.
Hey, at least they made the podium. And you wake up. When you wake up, Kyoko is like just like a mess on the bed, just like stretched out. Her hair is just like everywhere. Her ears are everywhere. Yeah, there's like a tiny little puddle of drool
amazing. Okay.
on her. Her shirt has just like completely like ridden up her back.
Oh boy.
She's just like, she looks like a mess.
Oh.
My girl.
Oh boy. Oh. Tuck her further into the sheet.
Incisor.
You're in an emergency room. And you see that there's beds stacked in the hallway because there aren't enough rooms to go around. And everybody in each of these beds, for some reason, has a childish injury placed upon them. So one person has burns on their arm as if somebody twisted them like that. Another one is complaining of saliva in their ears that was pressed in by a finger. There's more than a few whose heads have clearly been immersed in toilets. And then you see Incisor standing in a Candy Striper's uniform. I did this. I did all of this.
You're taking care of them.
Oh, no. I'm the one who injured all of them.
Why are you wearing a Candy Striper's uniform?
It's more ironic this way.
Why did you hurt them?
Because they hurt me.
What did they do to you?
Everything you see here. It's what happens. You don't grow up in a nice house. You learn to find out what happens in the not nice ones. But hey, I got you some towels. And then you wake up.
Duh.
Oh, thread count.
And Mab is just like,
Monogram.
Settles into her own pillow. I assume she has her own pillow.
Yeah.
She has her
she
own
has her
bed.
own little bed.
Oh,
I think Zister made it for her.
fucking adorable.
so none of you had great dreams.
I liked
The
mom.
number
no,
was
Braum had a
number was
fantastic
5.
dream.
Oh, okay.
5 would have meant we'd had a great dream.
No, yeah, if you had a 5, you would have had an amazing dream. An epiphany.
Can I roll a dream interpretation? Is that a bit silly?
Yeah, you can all roll dream
I
interpretation.
feel like I kind of know what's going on, but
Yeah,
I'd like to...
go for it.
Forget what dream interpretation is.
Intelligence?
The Neuromancer forgets what dream interpretation.
I know, isn't that awful?
Perception? enigma?
Perception
It's perception
enigmas,
enigmas.
yes.
Oh.
Can use oneiromancy to supplement. What does that even mean?
What?
I don't know. I have this.
If you are
note.
inside the dream, you can see
Gotcha.
more. No, not an epiphany like that, Kung Fu Fenris.
If the diff was 6, then 1 success.
I also got 1 success.
2 successes.
I had a nightmare. That was pretty fucked up. Probably shouldn't look too much into it. I've admitted to myself that I think I love Kay more than anyone else. And that maybe that will always be true.
Oof. Yeesh.
And Sizer probably had a really bad childhood.
Yeah, gathered that.
Thanks a lot, dream. No, I'm kidding. I just imagine Aragorn falling down like this.
Mab crawls off her bed after a few moments and just lies down in Sophia's hair and promptly goes back to sleep.
What time is it?
When you wake up,
Yeah.
like, you should probably be getting up.
All right. Boop.
No, Kung Fu Fenris, that's not necessarily true.
Just likes
I would
women with the
never.
first name K.
First letter.
First letter.
May the 4th be with you, little Mab.
It's not March 4th, International GM Day.
No, it's not.
No.
It's okay,
No,
I
you're
wouldn't
right.
have known either.
Hopefully we won't forget next year.
Why would we be celebrating National GM Day in game? We have no GMs in our game universe.
Yeah, why would you celebrate it in game when you don't celebrate it in game?
I'm detecting some unresolved issues here.
It's just somebody thought it was cute to be March 4th, right? As in,
Yeah.
As
an
in March
adventuring-
4th.
Yeah, as an adventuring party marching forth. So that's what they
Hey.
decided it was going to be International
Oh, we
Day
just
of
got
the
20 bits for the salt. Yay!
Woo!
Kung Fu Fenris, it's because it's a made-up holiday for jerks.
Well, it's not
Look, what GM do you know who isn't?
a jerk.
Yeah.
Good question.
But also, like, it wasn't trending on my Twitter. So, like, how am I supposed to know it exists? It's not like Facebook gave me a birthday reminder.
Yeah, John. If we had like a holiday calendar reminder, I definitely would have like bought you like a gluten-free whatever.
I forget, what month was I on the calendar?
What?
Who was March in the LARP's calendar?
Was that the one where all the producers were around the table just going like this?
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Were you all?
Yeah, I feel like he might have been August.
You were definitely a summer month, possibly July.
Oof. Was he ever? I know, John. I know.
Still have mine. You guys still have
We
is it
sure
still up?
fucking do.
I never
yeah.
got one, and I didn't want one.
Okie dokie.
Because I have the PDF version. I have all the original images somewhere.
Hey, make some bank. That's not how that works. I'm well aware. Don't worry.
You can't just like do that with digital files.
Yeah,
and
in
get
case
money?
you don't know, 3 of us appeared in a relatively cheesecake calendar, so
Add off. I think Jules with June.
in the Spark in the morning, there are all the members of the Red Branch who you contacted, every last one of them. Helena,
Wait,
Zeron.
really? Okay.
Helena, Zeron, Claude, Kyoko. Well, Kyoko gets there with you because, she has to.
I told her.
Yeah,
What are all
you
these
just
people
don't.
doing
You
here?
just leave it alone.
Come on, Kyoko, sit down. This is important.
There's like 2 little urns.
Oh,
Can you? We set up little pictures on little tiny easels. That's bad news. I agree.
Little votives.
Yikes.
For the branches who burned too brightly,
oh my God.
brighter than the rest of us.
Oh, Jesus.
It was very kind of you to invite me. I appreciate it.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Oh, it's been a while since I've been here.
Just because you didn't flee the Kingdom of Apples doesn't mean you shouldn't be invited here.
So, a reunion.
Of sorts.
What are you 2 doing?
Well, I've gotten dressed because I remembered that there's a meeting happening.
Instead of just like going down in your like robe and
Yeah, I'll come downstairs, grab some breakfast, but I don't want to get involved in the meeting. I'll like go eat my lunch outside, my breakfast outside.
Lady Sophia, would you mind joining us?
Not at all.
Good. We are waiting on one more. How have you been, Lady Helena?
feeling better.
Good.
It's been a journey, but any journey worth taking is never easy, right?
Very much so.
I feel like I'm trying to be too much like a gift card.
I have that problem too.
Or greeting
birthday.
card. Greeting card.
Terrible. Woof.
Where do you sit?
Is it set up in a like?
It seems like they've set themselves up in a circle, but like
all
the
mismatched
couches
chairs
and
and
stuff like
shit, yeah.
that. So like there's places to sit. They're not like
Where are
tight.
there open spaces? Where am I? What are my options?
You can sit next to anybody, or you can kind of try to sit behind the circle if you want to, be the outside creeper.
I'll sit next to Lady Helena. It's been a while since I've seen her.
Let's see who's next to Lady Helena. It is Claude or Kyoko. So you can choose to sit between Helena and Claude or Helena and Kyoko.
Helena and Kyoko.
All right then.
Helena and Claude got some kind of history. I forget what, but my spidey sense is tingling.
Who are we waiting for?
Well, the rest of my motley.
Oh, so this isn't. Oh. I don't know if you even bother showing up.
Did you tell Patches that she was supposed to be at this
Yeah,
thing?
seriously,
I'm gonna
Braum, what
text
the fuck?
Patches now.
Oh, Braum.
I wanted to eat my scrambled eggs by the creek. I mean pond.
Fucking
Creek's something
creep, what
else.
the Wait, what? Hello, Patches. If you could return to the exhaust as soon as possible, it would be appreciated. We are having a meeting.
Yours sincerely,
B.
Braum. Best wishes.
And I said it twice just in case.
If the Duke sees this text message, he does know he doesn't have to sign his texts. You know where they're coming from.
Look, he is a creature of habit.
Now I'm picturing Braum in a nun's habit.
He would manage to make that more awkward than it would already seem.
Who's ready
Yes.
for Sister Act 3?
Thanks for last night.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I assume it's just Braum forgetting to invite me to his Red Branch meeting that he's decided to go. Because I knew about that. I just think he forgot to.
You hear the door to the freehold is open and close. And then out the windows, everyone's just like,
And like squeeze his knee. Head out.
you know, I could declare some emergency, make sure that the meeting has to be postponed.
Would you rather I stay?
I'd rather you came back.
That I can do.
So Patches shows up.
Eventually, I've been
I
asking.
assume
I
not.
mean, she's like a 5-minute drive away.
Yeah,
Like, she'll be there in 7 minutes.
she's gonna be there. Pants, 60 seconds. Shirt, 20 seconds. Drive, 5
60
minutes.
seconds? You're slow.
Yeah,
Zip.
these dad jeans don't go on easy.
I mean, have you seen fan art?
Have you
seen
seen my
my
rocking
ass?
butt?
Oh.
Yes. Okay, I'm sorry, guys.
It's the shimmy to get those tight pants on.
This Zaddy needs a little pampering in the morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's very true, the crosshair.
It's a good point. I've been making small talk, and I've been making sure people are caught up with each other. I've also been probably bragging a little bit about our trip to the Deep Dreaming, because that's what I do now. And I'm sure Lady Sophia's like, ugh, not this again. Maybe not, I don't know.
Well, at least it's not in a festival setting.
You're looking quite lovely.
Thank you. So are you.
This old thing.
Is this Kyoko or Helena speaking?
Helena.
Okay. How have you been?
Getting better. Getting better. Each day. I won't bore you with the details.
Please bore me.
Just trying to reintegrate myself, to shake off the cold. It's become easier and easier to see. I didn't think that I would ever get to this point.
It's a great strength of will.
I'd like to think that I have a lot of friends. Patches shows up.
Are you meeting?
Yes. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm glad that you were able to get everyone on such short notice.
As am I. I'm, frankly, a little surprised.
Why?
Plunk
Like,
myself in.
most of us live here. Wait, who the fuck was that?
Saley?
Hold on.
Mystery Sailor. Mystery Sailor. I love it. I hope she's in.
I mean, most of us live here.
Oh, close.
This is great.
Okay, good.
Most of us are in the city at any point in time. It was just Elena, and she can make her way over here.
If I request people to come to the Spark at 10 a.m. on a Sunday, I imagine some people don't.
It's
need to.
Saturday.
Is that what I said?
You said Sunday.
Well, it's all right. We already
God.
knew that your
Hell,
mind was
bro.
going, so what are we doing here?
I'm old. What are we doing here? That was a good question. A chance meeting yesterday drove home a point that I wanted to share with you all, a conclusion to which I've come.
It turns out that pretty girls are what jogs Braum's memory, more than anything else.
It's very true, Lady Kyoko. Very true indeed. Now,
I only speak truth. After all, I am Gwydion.
mental gymnastics. Anyway, I plan to go to the Kingdom of Apples, to Taranar. and speak to the High Queen about reinstating the Red Branch. Under a different guise.
Oh, did you invite McAllister?
Yeah, fuck. I need to have a list, man. Like, I'm just the worst.
Just the more accents that John has to do in a 5-minute
Did you invite
period,
McAllister, though?
If I remembered to do so, like, I feel like I know
I imagine the Braum would have remembered.
Yes.
Yeah. He is technically the leader of the
Yeah.
thing that I'm trying to do, so yes,
Yep.
I'll say yes.
So he's sitting off to one side.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Not to one side. He's in the circle, but there's definitely you know, like how when people sit in a circle, one person like pulls their chair back just a little
Yeah,
bit so
yeah.
that they can spread out a bit. That's what he's doing.
Nice. He's not. Does he still look mad? You know, because I called him a Dantean and tried to kill him. Does he still look a bit
I
mad?
mean, he's here. He's got a very good mask on his face. A little
white-
too good.
No! Not again! No! I thought we were past this.
Melge, got Melge. Got Melge.
I'd be like a mask. I believe that this world needs us again. It's become increasingly difficult for us to take on the challenges of the world. We are already all doing what we can to do good, to move across this great kingdom and to do what needs to be done to not just protect the crown, but more importantly, to protect people, to protect the dreaming, to protect our freeholds from those who would take them by force or deception.
That's quite a long list.
We are all doing these things already. I would simply like to formalize it once more. It is my life's work. Of that I am convinced. And I would be honored if any of you would choose to join me on this new quest.
The quest to visit Terranor?
To
I'm
swear.
kidding, Braum.
Oh,
You mentioned that you wanted to bring this about under a new guise. What would you change?
the Red Branch was dedicated to defending High King David. At its core, that was our mandate. We undertook actions if they threatened the safety of the house, of the monarchy, and more generally, well-being or safety. I vote to be outside of the system, to consult, but to be a part.
To be outside of the system and yet be a part of it. I admit I'm confused.
I am still waiting for the Dreaming to provide me with the blueprints.
You'll have to forgive him. It was a very long night last night.
Yes, we played Twister.
Permit me to ask a different question then. What do you want to do? You, specifically. Let's say that you were a member of this new branch. What would you want to be able to do with it?
We thought that we were going to be venturing to Arcadia itself, to the gates. That is what we thought was going to happen. Past the deep dreaming, we thought that's where we were being led. It was not the case, but it forced me to confront a truth that I hold very dear now. Arcadia is not my goal. We are Cthane, we are changelings. We are of this world. It is part of who we are. We cannot go back. I'm looking at the Arcadian she in the room in particular.
That's every she in the room except for Sophia.
Okay.
Hello.
So I guess, yeah, Zeron and
Saren and Helena.
We cannot return. At least this is my belief. And we would be doing a disservice to this world if we did not try to leave it in a better state than we found it. What I would like to do with this power is try to right wrongs. There are creatures of darkness that encroach upon the dreaming. There are forces of banality.
You're speaking of the original intent of the Red Branch. It hasn't escaped your notice, by the way, that McAllister very clearly has just like straight up whiskey.
Yes, liquor in a glass. I love it.
Originally, it wasn't about protecting anybody. It was about doing what was right, to be the arm, the long arm of David.
Exactly. Of David. High King David brought unity to the chaos. And we were part of administering that order. But we require a new order.
So why is Sunshine and Patches? Why is they here?
I felt it would only be appropriate to have the same number of people here that I remember from my time at the Red Branch.
You're speaking of Selyon and Kay.
I am.
They are not replacements for Selyon and Kay.
No, we are not.
They are not. It is a gesture. This is not some rebranding of the old. This is new. I want to work with people who know what they are doing and to know where they want to be. And if you are not those people, then you needn't accompany me.
Patches. I hold you in quite great esteem. But there is a difference between you and I. Perhaps the only difference worth mentioning is that when I was given the title, I took it. I don't wear it proudly. I do not publicize it, and I honestly get annoyed when people remember that I have one.
It's a noble cause, but I don't think it's mine. I'm sorry, Braum. All of you. I appreciate what you have done and what I'm sure you will do. And I will happily support you and join you if there are missions that I can help with, but I don't think that's my life's work.
I mean, maybe you could be like some kind of Q. Look, Braum, I made you a gadget. It's a watch. It explodes. Fuck you.
Don't use it until you're, undressing the woman at the end of the movie by undoing her zipper with your watch. But you don't need a gadget for that.
What about you?
Why am I being confronted with all of this?
I feel the same way as Patches. I will always be an ally of the Red Branch. And as long as you are fighting banality here and not striving for Arcadia, I will be by your side. But removing banality from the world is not enough for me. I need to replace it with beauty. That is my priority. It always has been.
So the first thing that I have to ask you is you have a responsibility right now to no one except your Motley, with whom you have sworn an oath. Yes?
Yes.
And they have distinctly said here now that they do not intend to join you on this journey.
I will accompany you to Terranar, Braum. I would love to see the Queen.
And you, Patches.
I'm afraid. What? What's the high five at?
I'll tell you later. It's a quote.
Okay.
I'm afraid. Fear leads to anger.
So, I'm afraid I feel myself pulled towards the Grand Bastion at this time. I made promises there after all of what went down. I need to see to it. Hopefully repair that bridge that was so shattered at the fall of the High King.
Your work is in building
A new wing
the
that
Grand
is
Bastion.
welcoming to all, to build, not just repair the bridge that existed, but build it better, stronger, wider.
Well, then I think we are in alignment, you and I. I just don't have the know-how to build a building that represents that. I can only do it through my actions.
You can build a force, a team of people.
I'm aware of who you are. I'm aware of what you've done. And I know that it has been a long time since you have truly felt as if you have been the arm of the High Crown. And yet, look at what you've done, what you've accomplished. You, alongside your friends, your motley. No one is questioning that. My question for you, friend, is it truly so important to you to be that, a leader for others, to step forward and take up your example, that you wish to take this all the way to the top, to the High Queen herself, and discover what it means to form a new branch? It isn't enough for you to simply act alone, is it?
No.
Then I will go with you. As you knew. As I always will.
Thank you.
I want you to roll me a perception empathy check, please.
He's very aroused.
Specialties?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
8.
Helena is kind of swooning over him.
Nice. Over Zeron?
Yeah.
Nice.
Turn 6? I would be.
Turns out the Red Branch is just this incestuous mass.
It's true, actually, that's 3 appearance 6 she in one room right now.
What?
Remember, Helen is also appearance 6.
Yeah.
What?
I made a
Since when?
I specifically made a note of it.
She
the first time
tracks
we met
who's
her.
hot.
That's true.
That's
I
like
just, I
Liz's
feel like
thing.
He's
Braum
like, what?
would be doing that thing
think
where the
he's
tongue's
5.
falling out of his mouth. He's
You
trying to
didn't
put it
ask
back
what Keon's appearance was, though.
I did not. I forgot.
Do you want to know?
Yes.
3.
Nice.
in. Nice.
And the Duke?
I'm pretty sure he's 5.
Duke is 5.
From
Nice.
hot to hotter.
But like she also still have that like other sort of look to them. So like, yes, he's very attractive, but he's any she, even ones with appearance 3.
Yeah.
When you look at them, there's just going to be that slight bit of like they are not quite of this world. Even Autumn she
Yeah, yeah.
aren't quite
The
of this world.
otherworldly.
You know that I was going to do this. I can't leave you alone. You'd fuck it up. And so I'm going to be there right with you. Somebody has to make sure that there's some goddamn sense in this group. But it won't be the Red Branch. It will be something else. Change is good. Well, I'd have to say that I'd be remiss if I didn't say that I miss the life. I'll go with you. You'll never see me again. I'm dust on the wind. But any time that you see somebody sitting up, wondering what had just happened, the whirlwind that had simply saved them, it will be me. Every single time that a baby smiles after crying, it will be me. Every time an ant manages to make it across the road without getting run over by a car, that won't be me. Ants don't have to worry about that sort of thing.
I think you're in too.
You're so thick.
I guess I look to McAllister, the only person left in the room who hasn't made some sort of passionate declaration in the last 2 minutes.
If there's one thing that I know, it's that Lenore's not going to make it easy on you.
Why not?
She doesn't wear our colors. She's Dougal. And the hammer doesn't just give things away. The hammer asks for proof. The hammer looks to deeds. Maybe you can coast by on what you already have. I'm not convinced.
Do I see you shying away from a challenge, Lord McAllister?
I'm not a lord anymore. Not here. Oh, I still have the title.
Yeah, Braum's got no poker face, so he just goes,
But this is your initiative, not mine. After all, you're gonna need somebody to hang around inside the castle, aren't you? So, I guess it's time for me to pack my bags to go home. But I'm taking the rest of you with me. If that's what you want.
It is. I know I do not speak for my motley, but this is important to me. And I think I can be of more use to them if I have something driving me in my life.
It is important that you feel like you are a full person for your motley, yes? You know, you want to get stuff done while you still have a little lead left in your pencil.
I don't think I like the implication, but yes. How old are you, Claude?
Old enough to know the difference.
Touché, friend.
We need to feel like we're making a difference in the world. If this will help you.
Patches, I'm going to suggest that you may wish to visit Terranar, even if only briefly, so that you can continue to establish those relations before you head over to the Grand Best Inn.
I was just thinking the same thing. I realized that I owe Lenore something.
Sorry.
I mean, her high queenness.
That's good. That's good.
Good etiquette.
It is only appropriate, however, that you enter Terranar as an ambassador with a retinue. I offer you my sword for when we enter.
That's very kind. And
You're going to have to pay me in Doritos.
I also lean on you for some help with the courtly etiquette.
Absolutely. It's a skill that I developed, not one that I was particularly fond of. And then you see Helena snorts, and Claude just, like... I would be honored.
Thank you.
I can't believe I did this again, but I turned to Fala, who's also sitting in the room.
I am not of the Red Branch. I don't know why I'm here. Honestly, I'm not even sure why I'm your squire anymore.
It's been like 20 episodes.
No, it's been like 40.
Like 40.
Lots of shit has happened in the last 40 episodes.
It really has. I'm putting it to the NPC then.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised we haven't hooked up. It seems like every other biddy is trying to get in with
Her name
Braum.
doesn't start with K.
How do you like the name?
Kala.
Kala.
Carl Drogo.
Fala. That's my squire.
Oh, right, I am that.
I would like to invite you upon this mission. We... Sorry.
Blub, blub.
You understand what it is that we are trying to accomplish. I realize that I have been holding you to this contract for much longer than is strictly necessary. You did something for me. You were kind. You saved me. I wanted to repay that. This is really the only way I knew how. I would like to continue to offer you this opportunity.
I will come with you. I will announce your name and your title and your deeds. I will tell the story of Braum.
Okay.
Kyoko leans over. Don't cry. It'll look really bad right now if you cry. They're all pledging their allegiance to you. It would not be a good thing. Don't.
Right, right. I'm not
I
crying.
can even hear epic music in the background.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Maintain.
Keep on target.
Pork chop sandwiches, pork chop sandwiches.
Then that is what we will do.
Steward of the Spark, do you require anything before you depart?
Are we leaving this instant?
Oh, I need to pack.
Well, yes. That would be the intention, to allow people to pack and prepare.
Okay.
Good. I will prepare.
I think that it behooves us to understand that you wish to do this immediately. We're not waiting.
No.
The styles in Terranar this year, at this time, really lends ourselves more towards pastels.
Oh.
However, if you wish to be a bit more avant-garde,
Oh, please.
I'd recommend trying to find something very daring. Black with a splash of color. I think blue would look fantastic on you as a Liam.
I have an excellent selection of blue.
Well,
Claude just, looks at Patches. I ate this.
are we traveling by vehicle or by magic?
It's the Red Branch bus. Woo woo. The Red Branch bus is coming and everybody's jumping. Montreal to
New York.
Albany.
Oh, yeah. Albany.
Red branches don't come from trees. The swords of steel are turning, and pyretics means burning. So if you watchful party, just tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern.
At twitch.tv. So
Well, I feel embarrassed for all of us.
Killing it.
I love that you carried it through to the end, though. You really committed.
if
Hey
I
now.
need to
Hey, now.
appear as an ambassador, I can't quite show up in crumpled clothing.
So maybe we can leave in the afternoon. Give us all the rest of the morning to pack.
And some time to put our thoughts together and prepare exactly what we want to say.
Standing in the doorway to the hall to the offices, or the hallway to the offices, is
Talus.
Talus. And every member of the Red Branch immediately turns their attentions to him.
Good morning, Talus.
Did you need travel arrangements? I can't help but have overheard.
Yes, Talus, that would be very kind.
McAllister and Helena are definitely like feeling a little more twitchy. And I don't mean the streaming service.
Do you both feel all right if I tell them?
What?
Okay.
Ignite went to a lot of personal strife and sacrifice in order to bring him back.
Like, what, are you gonna hide that we
He is
fixed it?
not
You're gonna
Dantean.
pretend
He has
he's
been
still
cleared by the
Dantean?
Unbroken
Why would
Circle,
you
and there
hide
will
that?
be no recriminations towards him.
Why would you hide that?
And he puts his hand down on his thigh, close to but not on the pommel of his sword. I want all of you.
Patches like politely has her hand really close to her rifle, not against
I want
Talus.
all of you to roll your intelligence etiquette, please. If you do not have etiquette,
I have 1 dot from last time I went to the. Ooh.
please tell me you botched.
Double bug.
Yay!
Okay?
One success.
2 successes? I like how your 2 successes are like,
Yeah!
Sailor Man.
Okay. What he has done is so for the people who actually got successes, what he's done is, without implying that anybody is in the wrong, has basically said, if you fuck with him, you will have to get through me first.
Okay.
But it is as polite a way as him saying that. It could still be perceived as an insult if, like, he did it to say you.
Right.
Right? Because it would be, it should have gone without saying, but he is doing it for the benefit of those who are here who may not have known that this is a thing. But like, he's just basically like, I don't even want to talk about it. You don't fuck with him, otherwise you're fucking with me.
Whoa.
Patches.
Oh. Yeah.
How do I deal with a double botch here for
Is he
you?
flirting with you, Patches?
That's a single bot.
A classic.
Is he
though.
really flirting with you?
Is he like grabbing his dick and looking into your eyes?
Is he thinking of the
I'm not okay with this.
double she
Is he-
hearts light delight?
It's fair.
Oh, well.
Patches, he has just volunteered to be your, which means that you can give him orders.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, he's essentially made himself your direct subordinate. In fact, it might be considered rude if you don't give him orders. So, yeah, there you go. What was that?
Buzzer system. For some reason, we can hear it really clearly. I think it's from upstairs.
Don't look right as they're on, but speak to them. It would be best if we were polite to our
We're not. That's the wrong fucking track. Anyway.
It'd be best if we were polite to Talus. He has just offered us his kindness. He is a denizen of the Spark. We will treat all of the denizens of this place with respect.
So there's a look of confusion that appears over Zeron's face, but like he masks it well. Yes, of course, we will do such a thing. I will require nothing else other than to know when we're leaving, and then I will be ready to go. I as well. I'd be returning close to home. I'd be happy to travel with you, depending on how you choose to make the trip. And of course, I wouldn't dream of being rude to the twice-born.
I look at Talus. If we were to leave this afternoon...
The twice-born?
It's a fucking great name. I like that.
If we were to leave this afternoon, do you think you could arrange travel that quickly?
Yeah, of course I could.
Excellent.
Are we really... And, like, she leans close to you. But he's still an Oathbreaker, isn't he?
He wasn't in control of his actions.
All right.
Sophia does not say anything about the fact that Lady Helena just said that to a Liam.
Whoops.
It's like, okay.
Okay. Gotta go.
And he turns around and leaves.
All right.
Presumably to go book a bunch of tickets.
Like ASAP. This is a classic Braum planning.
We
by
need
the
a
way,
nice
guys.
hotel, just in case they don't invite us to stay at the palace. Okay.
They probably will.
They might not. They might not want to see us at all.
Sophia, look, I found a place. It was only $6 a night.
Right. I'm going to go get ready. And out.
Peace.
Me as well.
I've never understood what they mean by getting ready. If you get ready, no, if you stay ready, damn it, I fucked it up.
Even if this isn't easy, it's important that we do it, right?
Yes.
Then you're already ready. But if you don't bring a change of clothes, you'll look foolish.
What's wrong with these clothes?
You may be there for longer than one day, Braum. And I suppose you can buy things while you're there, but buying things on vacation is always so much more expensive.
That is true.
Don't you have the tunic that you were returned?
I do. Would that make for a nice touch, do you think?
I'm not a tailor.
I look to Kyoko.
Yes?
Yes, what is it? I seem to recall bringing 2 tunics back from Taranar.
Oh, I'm afraid I'll only be appearing in my rabbit form. You will stroke me in front of you, menacingly.
It doesn't seem to be quite the air that we're going for.
Oh, well then I suppose I should wear the tunic.
As a second choice. I understand.
I really did want to be stroked menacingly.
I can do that for you.
It doesn't work if there isn't an audience. The following things are true. First, I do imagine that you do have some appropriate outfits for this particular season of court. Second, yes, the tunics are still there alongside everything else that Taylor has provided you. Third, Zeron offers to carry your bags.
See, I very quickly went and got everything I needed and then returned to Hearthlight. I said I'd be back.
what is it, like noon?
Yeah. And
Nice. I'm just
Look.
saying. It's good.
In her Samus costume.
You know she has one.
yeah, she did. She mentioned it. I didn't know she wore it for Halloween or something.
Oh, rock on. I don't remember that.
You have to be very tall to pull off a Samus costume, though, if you want to be legit.
Sure.
Patch and Duke Delight.
Do you know that Samus is like 6'6" or something like that? She's very tall, and she's very built.
She is an Amazon queen. Which makes sense to me.
Well, I mean, it looks like at this point, it would be easy for us to simply say that you will no longer be in the spark, but instead
Yes.
Terranar. But that will have to wait because I think we'll end the session here. Oh, you guys are so fucked when you get there, man.
What?
Oh, crosshair.
Oh, address
Black
for Sophia.
and blue. Whoa! Yeah, she definitely packs that.
Wait.
And a bunch of other things, but that's
It's so intense, though. That's not necessarily a problem.
All right. Well, Aragorn has decided that the play of the game is actually going to be the facepalm of the game
Oh, perfect.
because all the epicness is coming the next session, which I suppose is
Funny
fair.
because it might not be. But we'll see.
So we'll see what happens with that. But otherwise, I suppose I should find out exactly what each of you may have learned. Let's start with Scott.
Yeah. Well, I learned that Braum's not very good at articulating things. I learned that. Nope. Let's not even talk about the Red Branch. Braum thinks Kay is number one in his life. Sorry to the rest. Not in a bad way, just in a like. This isn't one of those like you'll never get over your first love things. It's not that.
You'll never get over your first seal.
Oh.
Kate?
Learned that, yeah, Patches, like when she was initially offered it, she was just like, you guys are restructuring, like, I'm gonna hold off, thank you, but not right now. And now that it's been offered again, she's like, no, definitely not. This actually, like, thumbs up, I'll go on missions with you, I'll support you all the time, but it's not my life's work. Like, it's interesting to know that for sure now.
I was shocked. But
Sophia is frustrated that she and Incisor were together for a while and there's still so much about her past that she doesn't know.
Yep. Yep. All very legit.
Tell me everything about your life, Incisor.
But, you know, it's not necessarily your fault.
I know.
You know what might be your fault, though? Whether you won the facepalm of the game.
Woo, let's go.
Let's go. Braum once again successfully manages to befriend a woman who clearly and aggressively wants to bone him and introduce her to his oathbound girlfriend. Patches becomes Zeron's superior officer.
Yeah.
Or Sophia has a tongue-bitingly great game of Twister.
Tongue-bitingly.
That's vote 0, 1, or 2 now.
You know, 2 of those were Patches.
I'm not sure that I'd necessarily say that that Kian aggressively wanted to bone Braum. She definitely aggressively wanted to flirt with him. But I'm not saying that one way or the other.
No. I mean, I don't know. I've always thought that's a really interesting kind of
She did. Thanks,
She
everyone.
did. No, it's just like I think it's a really interesting question to get into. It's like, you know, if you're flirting with someone, but you know that, like, and you know that they're single, that's one thing. If you don't know what their status is, does that change your intention behind like what is the intention of flirting, right? You know what I mean? I just think it's an interesting
So
conversation
Mr.
to
brings up that one of these days I'm expecting that Kyoko suggests adding in a player 3, since I bet she's like, Braum, how oblivious are you? Thoughts?
have. I mean, how about 2 extras? Make it a foursome. Why not?
Which is just a threesome with
Zeron
Braum
and
watching.
Sophia with
Right, Zeron, Sophia, and
Braum and Kyoko.
Right. No.
Yeah, why not?
Well, I would be watching.
Oh, Patches, a court outfit.
Yes!
Please DM that to me if you haven't
That's
already.
very good. That chain is like
Off the
possibly
chain.
coolest thing I've ever seen. Good one.
Just saying.
Very cool.
Tell you what else is off the chain. It looks like it's...
Woo!
I don't have a
I have to write this whole.
facepalm of the game.
Woohoo!
So we're taking it. I have to write down all of these
Hi.
words. Managing to befriend.
I'm not awarding a bonus point of experience for this, though.
Because it's a facepalm.
It's a facepalm.
I understand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not for today. Maybe next session it'll be worth double. But if there wasn't enough epicness to justify it, then
Of Twister.
I'll leave it out.
Tongue biting.
But that's nothing against you. I'm starting to wonder whether Scoots and Liz's are effed.
Yeah! Guys, I have an idea for the drink counter
So
too.
that's 17.
Yeah. When we were referring to each other by name, when a PC refers to a PC by name, because you went patet, and they added
And
like
then we
5.
got a whole bunch. It's true.
That's my thought.
That was one of my guesses as well.
Yeah, because there's those we're talking about Clobda is also when I mentioned this is Braum.
This is Braum.
Yeah, so I'm going to say yes to that.
So
We're gonna say yes to the dress, Aragwen. A PC referring to another PC by name. Boom.
But also to the fashion bunny and I don't know what to call
No!
ordinary fashion.
Son of a!
Was it Claude? John,
Damn
you
it.
can take that if you want.
Oh.
'Cause it's like being at the game show, blurting out the.
I'm going to say that it's whenever they referred to any character by name, not just PCs.
Balls. Now it's
tricky. Well, then I definitely didn't get it this time.
I tagged with the character. Stop.
Oh, geez.
Wow, that's a great one.
That's cool. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
Because sometimes we don't.
Lady Sophia, how do you like your tea? Bing.
Yep.
Did you have a
You
good
want
night,
to put
Patches?
what where? Ding.
Yeah, that's
What
why.
did you do, Patches?
That's why.
Patches. Hello.
It can't always be easy. Can't always be easy.
I fucked.
Hey, it's a good one though.
Was it good?
Yes.
Who'd you
Whoops.
fuck?
We brought them
Fucking
together.
thing.
We brought them together.
Yeah.
Oh no.
As you do.
Going to
Always
Terranar again.
Throwing them around.
Going to Terranar again. I'd recommend that you guys bone up a little bit on what your characters are capable of. I would suggest that you expect the unexpected. I will say that it is not a crisis,
That's not really a hint.
but it will be challenging.
Okie dokie. Perhaps a chance to prove ourselves.
I will also point out that we will be playing next week. So you'll get a chance to see it then. And I will make it official. Next week, the play of the game will be worth 2 XP.
Whoa!
Assuming that it's a play of the game. If all you do is just fucking tweedledum and tweedledummer your way through this, it might have to keep rolling over.
Our way all over Terranar. All right.
Who'd through thuck patches?
Who the fuck?
Oh,
Patches.
wee.
We got a week coming up. Specifically tomorrow on twitch.tv/beanduck. Another episode of Full Party.
Full
An exalted 3rd edition campaign with these two on either side of you, flanking the technical director of the stream itself. You ever want to watch a stream where you can actually ask questions and get them answered, like not by a very patient, very loving mod, but like directly on the overlay of the screen? You can do this.
If it's relevant to what's going on in the game.
That's the power we
because
have.
being archived.
Yeah.
You know, answering a question about 6 episodes ago may not be most relevant.
Tuesday, there'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. There will be friend request. There will be cosplay cave
And depth of
And
field.
depth of field. All of which you should be checking out. You can go to twitch.tv/beanduck and follow that channel. Subscribe if you'd like to. There's some pretty cute emotes, and see the schedules for those. Friday.
Friday is punchy.
Oh, shit.
Stabbing our way through Odyssey. It's a great game.
Right? We were.
Yeah.
You're gonna be stabbing your way
Keep
through the
having
game
fun.
for a while.
Yeah. It's
Oh
a good one.
yes.
Saturday.
Maybe.
May 30th.
Yeah. I'm free. Are you free?
Theoretically.
May.
Thimbleweed
Or March.
Park.
Shut up, Scott.
Sunday. It'll be here. It'll be more Changeling. Special thanks, of course, to She Who Knows 10,000 Things and Entropy's Disciple. And She Who Knows 10,000 Things a little bit extra for dropping some sub bomb on us, which, you know, we'll always appreciate. An important thing to shout out, Dio the Yarn Dragon, formerly Dio the Carney. Go and check that channel out if you can. Elinarian just cheered some more. I can't really, that's one thing we're going to have to
Thanks
fix.
for
Thanks for
streaming.
streaming and being 50 awesome.
So off.
So awesome.
Could be
It's
fun.
appreciated. Oh, there it is. Cast and mods.
It's
Appreciated
only when
it
it's-
so much. I will say that definitely worth checking that channel out. Just for the coolness that arrives there. Pugajutsu has had a stream where he's coming back, so we've got that to look forward to as well. Honestly, let's hope that this year shapes out to be pretty good. I'm hoping so.
So far, so great.
Yeah. It's really, everything's going good.
We're in a new space, as you can see. We've been in this new space now for a couple of months.
Ta-da.
If you guys have anything that you want to drop us a line about, you can totally do that on any of our Twitter handles, which are directly below us. You can do it there. You can also always visit rpgclinic.com, where there is some pretty baller fan art. There's the synopses for every episode that goes up, the VODs. There's a train headed to a specific direction that might show up on that fan page soon. We'll have to poke them to see. But
Choo choo.
a train headed to a direction with some willing and unwilling participants on said train. You can have a look at that. Elenaria, I have to also just call out the fact that a nine successes and 5 successes might mean a lot, but if we see it in visualize the way that I've seen, for instance, the way that you've shown us Patches and the Duke, don't worry, it'll be lovely no matter what.
Yeah.
I need to see this. Please, please give us
Yeah,
this.
no stress.
Glitter
but
on it to
she's gonna-
represent the fact that they're appearance 6.
Yeah,
Just put some glitter on it. There's some sparkly shit in the air. I don't
There
know.
we go, appearance 6.
they might be appearance
That's my
6, but our chat has charisma 7.
Oh.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Au revoir.